Yo, what's up? What is up, guys? What is up? We are here finally with this collab. So, w- let me get this person on the call real quick so we can start this. Let me see. What's up, Cheeky? Welcome to the stream. All right, we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started, guys. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. Let me close this out. So, what game am I gonna play? I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna stay on my desktop. For now, I'm calling Dank Shadow right now because that's the person I'm gonna be collabing with. You know, if you guys don't know who Dank Shadow is. You have to just subscribe to him. No, you're not. Not late. You're not late. Mm. All right, we're getting started. We're getting started. We're getting started. You got your glad. What is it? Winter break ended. Me too. Cause winter break started. Me too. Cause school is. High school is really disrespectful. Yo yo yo, what's up? Because, because why not? You know. Okay. You guys hear him? Oh wait, y'all can't hear him because I turned off my desktop audio. Wait, yeah, right here. Okay, can y'all hear him now? Can y'all hear him now?
Mm, oh my god. Can y'all hear me? What's good?
Okay, yeah, you hear you, hear you.
Okay, cool, nice. Alright, hold
All
on.
right,
Alright.
all right, all right. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, guys.
Sonic Forces. It's
It's
it's a disappointment.
yeah. We're just gonna start off saying that something today happened. No, something was confirmed yesterday that adds on to how bad we're how badly we're gonna bash this game. So uh, we're gonna bash it. There's gonna be some good stuff in here too. Not all bad things, but we're gonna mostly talk about the flaws and what's bad about the game. So Do you want to start?
Okay, sure. So, is there anything in particular you wanted to start off with, or
Well, let me say this right now. Sonic Forces isn't a bad game.
it's not? No,
It's
it's
not.
good. Well,
It's a good game. It's a
it's
decent
it's
game.
pretty good. I think
It's
it's pretty good. I give it a 7. I'm not
yeah.
sure.
I give it a 7 too.
All right.
It's not a outstanding out like the window game. Is it's pretty decent. Like
I'll
it's not
I'll say
it's not like
okay.
underwhelming. It's not overwhelming. You know, it's like right in the middle. Nothing really too crazy. You know.
I mean, it's nothing like, at least in my opinion, it's not as good as Sonic Colors or Generations, but uh it is definitely like, as in like the levels and how they manage like 2D and 3D and stuff like that, how they manage modern Sonic and classic Sonic gameplay Generations. That stuff is done better in Generations, but I mean overall it's not that bad of a game, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like um and you guys in the chat, you guys can like add on to what we're saying too. You guys can like put your input too. You can
Yeah,
like
totally.
type in your paragraphs so we can read them in the chat. So yeah. But yeah, let me open this Discord up because actually this is my first time using the Discord server. If you guys want to chat on Discord, you can. But yeah, I'm go to Discord real quick.
I shoot. I mean I don't have a Discord, so
Yeah,
I ain't gonna be there, but
let's see, 7 people watching. That's actually good for like how much people I usually get.
hey,
What's up? Was it Evan B? Welcome to the stream.
what up?
Uh,
Saw you on the stream earlier today.
yeah, I was gonna stream Mario Sports Mix, but I saw that Supersonic came
Yeah,
out, so you
I
know.
saw that it said Sonic Forces mix. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I forgot to say the mix part of it, but yeah, I'm gonna stream Mario Sports Mix tomorrow. But let's get back in the point. So
Okay.
we got this Discord server. Let me see. Streams. RTLuigi YouTube run. I'm just gonna put that right there for now. But first off, should we talk about the like the good things or the bad things, or like should we just mix it up?
I think we should mix it up because if we talk about all the good things and talk about all the negatives, then it's gonna seem like the game is bad and vice versa. So I think like we should talk about like some like disappointing parts and some good parts, and then like kind of switch.
Okay, Alex says Sonic Forces from what I've seen is a good game, but not the best as I expected. Not to be
Yeah,
the game looks fun. Not a failure, thank God. But
it's
hold on
definitely
to 200 characters. So yeah.
okay. I want to start off with this point, okay? This game, remember when it first like came out, the first trailer, the first ever trailer when we saw Modern Sonic in this like
Yeah, like
completely
2
destroyed
years ago.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Classic Sonic was like doing the pose, and it was like Classic Sonic is back. It's like join the resistance and whatever. It's like all this hype about Sonic being in this desert like destroyed world that Eggman took over. So we all thought it was gonna be a Sonic Generations 2, but Eggman takes over the world or something or whatever. And maybe like Eggman took over 2 timelines. So that was like theories like that. But then later on, we saw like different villains, and then we saw Infinite and like the Phantom Ruby, and we were like, okay, so it's gonna be Generations 2, like time traveling and stuff. But it ended up just being it ended up just being recreation of the villains, and 2 of the villains didn't even get boss fights. So
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like for like the biggest fail and the biggest like disappointment is how they advertise the game. Like they basically lied to us. Like they hyped up the game to be one of the best games.
I,
They said that the people who made Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors created the game, even though there was only 2 level designers and both of them didn't have any experience in making any levels. So that's basically a lie right there. That's just for uh they're basically like fishing us. They're baiting us.
I, I'm I think it was some like some of the generations like music designers or something like that, or
Yeah.
like maybe like graphics designers or something like that. I don't really know what happened with that,
Well, it's not the
but
music. It's not the music.
I know
Don't.
that was like really misleading and that they kind of like took advantage of how they worded it. So,
Yeah. A good thing is
but
that they kind of they know how to advertise stuff. It's just they're
yeah,
not doing for the
I mean,
right things. Like
from a business standpoint, it was technically advertised well, but like because
from
like
what
it
we
got
got,
everyone hyped up.
Yeah,
and it got everyone, to be into the game. But it ended up being a huge disappointment and like kind of like like just like a kind of like a lie, like you said. So I don't really.
yeah, like X Scythe just said it's a false advertising. Like, why would you advertise? Uh, what's the name? Why would you
Like
advertise
they
chaos if he doesn't have a fight in the game?
and Shadow, and like I
Exactly.
think the only reason why they did that, I heard this from someone else. I forget who, so I'm not gonna be able to credit them. But I heard from someone else that this was like it was kind of like a thing where they trying to bring in like Dreamcast fans, and so they
So
brought
they
back.
can bait them
Yeah.
just
Shadow's
to
like, Shadow's a villain again, like Sonic Adventure 2, and Chaos is here, like in Sonic Adventure. And it's like, but no, it
and
was literally the classic Sonic defeated Chaos. Like, we didn't even get to see, like, the Chaos Emeralds get involved. It would have been cool to see, like, kind of like what happened in the Sonic Adventure, where Chaos, like, he's getting the Chaos Emeralds and turned into multiple forms, and then at the end, he gets all the Chaos Emeralds and fights, like, Perfect Chaos, but with, like, Zavok and, like, Shadow, Super Shadow, Evil, or something like that. It'd be cool to see something like that, but they just didn't do it.
exactly. And like, what was I gonna say? Uh, the lost false advertising in the game. Yeah, like they advertise chaos, but he doesn't even have a fight in the game. They advertise stuff that has nothing to do with the game, and they
Y-
advertise
You know
shadows.
how
You look at Shadow's eyes on that Infinite trailer, where they like introduce all the villains, and they also false advertise in this point. Like you could look at Shadow's eyes, and Shadow has like his regular eyes, but in the actual game, his eyes are actually like fully red, meaning that he's being controlled by the Phantom Ruby. And they try to get people into like the game by, okay, this is the real Shadow. What could Shadow be doing to this right now? Like, and it's kind of just disappointing how we didn't get a Shadow fight, because I thought there was gonna be a Shadow fight, and that's why I was really like hyped for the game, because like
you know
Shadow is a really cool character, and like needs more like what is it, right, attention.
attention, yeah,
Yeah, and it's like they just slap him in the game just to bait people, Dreamcast fans. So
yeah, but I think I actually kind of thought it would be really cool, because you know how like in the cutscenes, when you meet Chaos, you see like Tails whimpering, and you see like Classic Sonic coming to save him by hitting Chaos, which
exactly.
one hit kill, which is kind of like but whatever. Anyway, so what they could have easily done is had a Classic Sonic fight with Chaos. That way, would have actually made it like original rather than like the same Chaos fight we had in Sonic Adventure and Generations, where you just boosted into him. So it'd be really cool. And also it's Chaos Zero, which really only got one boss fight in the adventure. So I think that'd be really cool to show. Uh, and like with Shadow, you know how like Shadow comes in and kicks the other Shadow away. They could easily had like a Shadow versus Shadow fight and made that really cool. But no, they couldn't be that creative. They couldn't take literally 2 months just to code that, if even. So
Yeah.
I don't
Speaking
know.
of cutscenes, why was there any CGIs? Second of all,
Yo, for real though.
what's wrong with Tails? What's wrong with Tails? Why is Tails such a like wimp in this game? Like
Okay,
he
here's my
defeated
question.
Chaos 4. I mean he defeated Chaos 4, and he's scared of Chaos
And he
1, and is not even the real Chaos.
and he
And
fought
Classic
against
Sonic,
freaking Eggman, like when he was gonna
exactly,
nuke the city in Sonic Adventure, and he's afraid of Chaos Zero and
exactly.
freaking Eggman and Infinite. Like I don't get it.
And
Tails used
then
to be like courageous.
why was Classic Sonic in the game? Classic Sonic didn't have any.
Okay,
Classic Sonic
yeah,
was
for
just
real.
there
He
to
literally
patch up parts of the story where they would have to put a whole bunch of work in. Like they patched up the infinite boss. I mean, not the infinite boss. They patched up the chaos boss by make him just jump on him and he dies, which makes no sense because I mean anybody could have done that though. Like why are you scared of chaos if all you have to do is jump on him and you defeated Chaos 4 before? So I mean, why are you making Tails such like a baby in this game?
and now yeah, like I feel like that Tails has become like a character, like the stereotypical nerd character that's like a wimp, but he's like really smart, and like that's how he's useful. Like he doesn't have strength, but whereas previously he was more of like a like a rounded guy. Like he was pretty smart, and he was also like an adventurer. Like you saw that he fixed a plane, and he was pretty smart for that. And he was also like pretty strong because he and courageous because he fought against Eggman and Chaos. easily without like even being scared. So and like that was the whole point of Sonic Adventure was to show that Tails was growing up and like stuff like that. And then Sonic Adventure 2 was showing that he was maturing. So why they why they have to go a step back and make him even worse of a character?
Yeah,
So
right. Like I don't know, but Jaden Yugi says lacking a lot of tension with the plot. Eggman has taken over the world, but there's no indication of this. We never see the resistance fight against Eggman's army aside from the cutscene near the end. And yeah, about that, like they also said Sonic has been getting tortured, and we
yeah,
haven't
and
we didn't
then
look
the next
they didn't
scene,
look into that. And they and next thing you know, Sonic's up here making jokes with Zavik, acting like
right?
he had been
It's
having a
like
good time. Like
it's like Sonic like into the like torture. Like I didn't understand that. I was like, wait, is he supposed to be like in like a huge amount of pain right now, or like really like flinchy at least, or like something like that. Somewhere like maybe it's just gone like a little awry. Like he's like, oh man, I'm just used to this, or something like something more serious than. Of course you hate fun. That's why you're gonna torture me. Like what? What?
and
It
like
just it
and
was.
most of the like you know how they like go through time like just by putting letters on the screen. They could have actually did something there instead of just putting letters on the screen telling you what's going on. Like what is this one? There's like one scene is like saying like 3 years later or something, 3 years before or something, like timestamps, and they
It was
actually
three
could have did
months,
something.
I
Yeah,
think.
3 months. They could have actually like did something there, or like they could have for episode Shadow. I mean, I know let's not talk about episode Shadow because that's just
Maybe.
nitpicking. But
Yeah. See, like the thing is, okay. I'm sorry. Were you gonna say something?
um, Alex says I feel like the cutscene's story was a lie. It could have been like Archie comics, but since they made the game short, that ruined the chances to make that happen.
It. Yeah, I mean, like once again, okay. He said something about Archie comics getting mixed into the games. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, well, one, I think everyone knows this, but maybe like it's just like I'm kind of hopeful of it too, but I doubt it'll ever happen because hold up, damn, my dog's acting crazy. Okay, hold up. Anyway, so yeah, like the reason why they won't ever do that is just because like they want. Okay, the Archie comic series was made by partially by like a different. It was kind of like different people who made it than like people who make the Sonic games. So they want to keep the plots separate, or at least somewhat. They'll like probably make some nods to one side or the other from both standpoints, but like they'll still keep them separate. And like I wish I could see like Dark Sonic in a game, or something like that, but or Hypersonic again. But even though that's in Sonic 3 Knuckles. But we never we won't see that because they just don't want to show that. So I don't know, but I don't know the exact reason for it, but I know that's really unlikely that we're gonna see stuff from Sonic Comics or stuff like that.
I also wish they Silver Blood says I also wish they would have expanded on the story. It would not hurt to make it a bit darker and serious. Exactly. Why wasn't Supersonic in the game? Why was Infinite so weak?
You,
We with
here's
they advertised Infinite to be so strong. He's using the Phantom Ruby, which is supposed to be a super strong um thing on his chest, and it's just like okay, you just do the same thing you did to Metal Sonic, and then boom, he's gone.
yeah, like okay. That fight was I actually felt like really just like upset when I saw that fight. That was the most disappointing part of the whole
Yeah,
game for me.
I thought the
Because
Emeralds
it
were
was like
probably gonna be in the game, but it's like
right,
as soon as I heard that they weren't gonna be in the game, I was like, okay, this better be good then, because there's been games there's been Sonic
okay.
games that didn't have the Emeralds that are still good. So it's like
Yeah, like Sonic what's it called?
Sonic
Sonic
Colors,
Colors, yeah, Colors is incredible. Still my favorite 3D Sonic game. Uh and then you also got
like Lost World was okay.
Lost World's pretty darn good. I mean, even though they still have the emeralds, like, but they're optional,
Yeah, like
Like,
you have to collect stuff to get it, and like what is it? What's another game that didn't have the Emeralds? Uh,
uh, Sonic Riders.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but most
no,
of the good
no, they
games
did.
most of the good games, most of the good Sonic games have emeralds in it. Like Rush has emeralds, the classics have emeralds, Unleash has emeralds, Generation
I mean,
have
okay.
emeralds.
Here's my thing. I'm cool with the game not having the excuse me, the emeralds, because like we said. Sonic Colors was a really good game, and they didn't have the emeralds, so it's possible to make a good game without the emeralds. And, especially I like the fact that they ignored like the emeralds as like a plot device because it gets kind of repetitive after a while. So I like that, but they could have done it better because like I felt like it would have actually been like a saving grace for this game if they had the emeralds because that way it kind of like negated some of the bad parts. Not all of them. It would still been like ugh, but it would have at least like added something to it if it was gonna be this bad. But I mean, well, the disappointment at least. But yeah, so
Yeah, but like
Uncle,
yeah,
yeah.
but like what is it? Uh, Alex says even if Sonic wasn't serious in the game, could have been a feeling of Archie comics story, even if it's not going to be an Archie comics game. So I guess what he's basically saying, Sonic was not serious in the game. He was like it was all like cocky and childish and stuff.
Oh heck no, he wasn't. And see, that's the thing. Like that's the problem with Sonic is that
That's Roger
in
Craig's fault.
games,
Like
yeah,
like
oh sorry.
Jason Griffith, he did Sonic better than Roger Craig Smith, obviously. But I like Roger Craig Smith. But the big problem with him is that like his lines are just so like cocky and childish. Like yes, Sonic is a cocky person, but he doesn't like do all that. Like he does like he's still serious about stuff. He's not like all okay, everything's all right. I know I'm gonna win. It's like
I'm cool. I'm cool with like the funny. I feel like they did a better job in Generations, right? Because like they showed like this Sonic was like, okay, yeah, this is a huge serious thing, but I'm still gonna make some funny remarks about it. So that was okay. Same with Sonic Colors, but even though Sonic Colors is kind of mostly comedy, but and with Unleashed, but with I'm sorry, Unleashed actually doesn't. But anyway, uh, but Forces they did it really bad, like really, they did it really badly because once again, there's that one part where he was supposed to be tortured for several months, and like the suspension rather, uh, it was like there was no suspense anywhere because it's like the next scene, it was like okay, in the beginning it was like Sonic's dead, everyone, I'm sorry, Sonic's dead. The next cutscene, the exact next cutscene, Sonic is alive. I can't believe it.
yeah, they don't like
It's
they
like
don't interpret it. They don't like they don't put enough information. They don't give us enough information about it. They try to like skip a whole bunch of parts. They're really rushing the story. And it's also like episode Shadow. I know it's DLC, but it still doesn't make sense because uh at the end of episode Shadow, you're in what is it? You're in Sunset Heights. You're in Park Avenue. You're in Sunset Heights, and then you wait, and then it says 3 months later, and then that's when everything happened. So Shadow was in Sunset Heights for 3 months. What was he doing in Sunset Heights for 3 months?
I, I'm assuming because like like at the third episode, the third part of the Shadow episode Shadow, they showed that Shadow was going, he was like pushed forward in time or something. I'm assuming that that was around the same time that Sonic was about to encounter Shadow, and then Shadow caught up to Sonic or something. No, like that doesn't even make sense. So I
Yeah,
don't really know. That's like,
and then
cause
another thing is like you know how Sunset Heights is, it's all destroyed and stuff. Well, when you're
right.
playing episode Shadow are the events before Infinite taking over the city and stuff. So you're running through Sunset Heights, but it's still destroyed. How is it still destroyed if it hasn't been destroyed yet by Infinite at the time
I,
that you're running through it? It makes no
I
sense.
I think the idea was that they were starting their attack or something like that, and they were gonna stop it. It was like a small attack at first, and then later it led to like world domination or something. I'm assuming that's like what they were trying to go for, but I still didn't really understand that. There's a lot of plot holes in this game. Like
Yeah,
if
it's
you really
like
think about it.
yeah, that's the word I was thinking. Plot holes. Like, what else? uh, there's a lot of stuff we could talk about. Like, uh, we still have the physics to talk about. We still have more of the story. We still have
This is
like
gonna be a whole hour.
exactly more than an hour because we still have good stuff to talk about. Like let's say something. Let's talk about good stuff right now. Like
Okay.
no,
Uh, I'll say this. The music for Modern Sonic and Avatar were really good.
yeah,
There are a couple for Classic Sonic that were also pretty good, but then the rest of them were either decent or bad. But I
yeah,
won't talk about those too much
yeah.
because
Sonic never fails at like if it's a game made by a Sonic team, they never fail in making music. Like they're gods at making music. They can make some bad tracks, but like they're always gonna make a good. There's always gonna be a good track in the game. So Yeah, and then like another good thing is like some the levels were short, but they were still for new people like creating the levels. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They're pretty well
Yeah,
made.
I mean, like the level design in and of itself, like, was pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's as good as Generations or
Yeah, yeah.
Colors, but like it was definitely pretty. It was pretty good. Like it was fun too. Uh, I think my favorite level with it was level 21. Even though once again that only lasts like a minute and a half.
Yeah, like
And
I
like
did a speed run on that, and I finished it in 1 minute and 9. And someone finished
yeah,
that
like
level in 56 seconds. Like these levels are so short,
I mean
and I
it's
wish they
not.
spent more time on them. Like
Okay, my bad.
I
If you
wish
were
they
gonna
I
say
wish they
something,
got
go ahead.
I wish they got the level designers from like straight from Unleashed Generations. I wish they got straight from there, and then like they just made a whole game. I mean, they only got two level designers that are new to Sonic, which makes no sense because like where's okay, what is the Sonic team? What is Sega thinking by just getting two level designers that are not experienced?
Okay, right, and especially said because okay, I want to give a little backstory real quick. They actually spent most of the time on the game making the new engine,
Yeah,
which is the
engine.
Hedgehog engine 2, if I'm correct. Uh, and so like the most of the time that they spent on the game was on making the new engine, and so they only spent like a year to 2 years actually making the game itself. So it would have been even better. There's even more of a reason why they should have had the more game designers because they had such little time, so they would have been able to do more. But instead, they only had two, so we only got like 30 short levels.
X Life said music was mostly good, but fist bump was overused. Um,
I,
I
I
don't.
think that the fist bump was used in pretty epic moments. I think it was
Yeah,
pretty
like
well
it was
spaced
used in
out.
like Double Boost, Supersonic. It was used in Null Space. Oh yeah, I want to get to Null Space. I'm not. You're not going out with. You're not going out
Oh,
Null Space. You're not going out.
you're not gonna, yeah, you're
No,
not
you're not
gonna get
getting out.
excluded here.
You thought you can. You thought you were slick. You thought you were slick there. We just forget about you, Null Space. But
No, no. Okay, here's the thing. No, here's another thing. Another reason I was talking about before why the suspense in this game is really bad. Here's another example of that.
they just get
This
rid of
game was like this Phantom Ruby can conjure up this thing called null space. It's basically like a black hole, but like you go but instead of like getting crushed, you go into this thing of like just like basically nothingness. There's nothing there at all. And so Sonic was supposed to be trapped there, and like we were like, oh no, Sonic, what's gonna happen to him? Next scene,
double
I
boost.
guess they have to
Double
double
boost.
boost, and then they leave, and there's no suspense.
Right. It's the in the story. Okay. The message of the story is good, but it's still cringy because they overuse the message of the story. They use friendship. Friendship
Okay,
can get you out of any
that was already taught in Sonic Heroes.
exactly. Friendship can get you out of every conflict. You just have to work together.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
okay. Use friendship. Just use friendship to get out of no space.
Yeah,
A
bro,
place of nothingness. And it's
a
like
place, a place that's impossible to escape.
they could have just put like a whole level. They could have dedicated a whole level to it. Like I'm mad that okay, I'm not
Yeah,
mad that
like
they didn't
that would have been so cool.
like because it didn't really bother me because when you use no space, the level is actually it's not that bad. But I wish they still use friendship to get out of double boost. They overuse double boost. They use it
They
frequently.
used it every tag team level, pretty much, except the one Metropolis one.
That's a mighty fine line.
Was it? Or
That's a mighty fine line. How is that?
yo, is my audio quiet too, or?
Your audio is okay. Why is my mic so low?
Oh, jeez, I have no idea, man. But yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
I was trying to think of like an example of a previous Sonic game that did something like that. I guess, oh yo, with no space, but they actually did it right. I guess you could say like not Astro, of course. I guess you could say like terminal velocity from Sonic Colors. Like Sonic is literally running down this thing. It's literally just like going from point A to point B, and it's like a filler stage, right? You don't really need that there because it's like just Sonic going to the final boss in Sonic Colors. But they made a whole level out of it, even though it's like an auto run. It was still fun, and it was still like innovative and creative. It like it did stuff, and it was fun. Whereas No Space was actually 2 seconds, and then became like Metropolitan like Highway Part Two, and it was just it's stupid. Your audio still that's weird. How's your audio still?
What's up? What happened? You guys hear me? It's so low.
Okay,
Why is it so low?
that's weird.
Like it's literally like fully like all the way up. I don't know what's going on. Is this something close to something else or something?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
Little does everyone know that I'm actually playing Sonic Forces right now. I'm kidding.
Hey, this is the last thing I wanted. Tap in this exact stream. Wait, one more. This is weird.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on over there. That's odd. Are you watching the stream yourself to see if it's okay?
Yeah, I'm watching it. It's like fading out. I don't know why it's doing that.
There's nothing that you can change.
No, it's like it's all the audio is all the way up and it's still like super low for some reason. I don't know if it's broken or what, but it shouldn't be broken. I didn't do anything to it.
That's really weird.
Even if I take the mic out. Let's see. Let me just add another like mic thing. Audio device. You guys can hear me?
Are they saying anything about if you can hear them or anything?
Oh, that's
Is it work? Like,
I think I know what to do. Add this. All right. So it's still the same for both of them. I don't know what's going on.
okay, so it's good now.
No, I don't know what's going on. It's not working still. Hey, I'm gonna restart OBS.
All right.
I did plug in my mic late, so I mean I don't know if
Oh,
that
okay.
affected it.
Is the stream still on or?
Yeah, so
All right, cool. So they can hear me, but they can't hear you. Is
yeah,
that the situation?
cause you're on the desktop audio, so they can like hear you clearly. But
Oh,
wait,
okay.
wait, can you guys hear me? You guys hear me now? It's going up. Like I don't know if it's still like going down, but can you guys hear me?
I can't say anything,
It's like
but
it's like I have a thing on it. It's like I have a filter on it. I don't have any filters on.
that's really weird. I mean, I don't know how any of this stuff works, so
All right, I'm gonna.
all right.
All right, I started streaming again.
Oh, so you
Hey, can you guys
stopped it
hear
for
me
a
now?
second?
Wait, wait. Let me delete this. Remove this. Yes, remove that. Can you guys hear me now? You guys hear me now? Okay, they can hear me now. Okay, everything's all right. Everything's all
All
right.
right, all right, good.
I was gonna be like pissed because that's just BS. Um,
That's OBS.
yeah, it's OBS, guys. It's OBS. But what we were
I'm so
saying? What
sorry.
were we saying?
I'll say
Let me go
here.
back
Let
in the
me
chat. Let me
see.
go back in the chat. Oh yeah, we were talking about no space.
Yeah, so I already talked about my feelings. Like,
See, I feel
okay,
like with the story, I feel like most parts of the story they just try to. What's the
I,
word? Like they try to like
okay. I feel like
they try to
I
like
feel like they had to. I'm sorry, I keep on interrupting each other.
I don't know. Like there's a word. It's like it means to like skip something because you're like you're trying to find a way
Ignore,
to do something else. You're trying to like okay. You're trying to get somewhere else in the story. I
cir-
think they try to find ways to like
circumvent.
I think that's what it is like get part like get okay, put like what is it? Put certain parts of the story to the side faster. Like try to get through the story faster. Like, how they skipped a whole bunch of information they could have given us about Sonic being tortured. They skipped all that and they went right into the Zygote box. I think that's what they did with this. They skipped all the information they could have given us about Null Space, and they went right back to Metropolitan or what is it, Metropolis, and they skipped everything. It's like yeah. Someone in the chat said the story felt right.
Yeah, I felt like they had this huge like script. Like they had like this huge like story plan. Like this huge plan they had for the story, and like they're like, hey guys, we have like a 2-year time limit for this game. And they're like, we'll never be able to get half this stuff in time. And then they just like freaking put a bunch of random stuff in there, and like they put in like the main plot points that were supposed to be like sagas, but they ended up just making them like one level, and like really just like kind of ruined the balance of the game because I feel like they kind of rushed this game in a way.
Yeah.
Like,
Like another thing, like with the story, talking about this, like speaking of the story, like Classic Sonic. A lot of people say Classic Sonic didn't do anything in the story. He did basically do something. He like saved Tails and he destroyed the Death Egg. But anybody could have did
Tails
that,
Tails could have beaten up Chaos, and Tails could have gone to the Death Egg
and
or
or
Modern
Modern
Sonic.
Sonic could have went to the Death Egg. Like, I want to tell you this funny tweet. I'm gonna tell you this funny tweet. I tweeted yesterday because yesterday was the first
Okay,
day of winter. So
okay.
I tweeted out something really funny.
How's it going, guys? It's your boy.
It has nothing to do with Forces though. So
Okay.
it has something to do with Sonic 06. Okay, I tweeted. Today has the least amount of daylight of the year since it's the winter solstice. It really portrays how short development time was spent in Sonic 06, which came out today, 11 years ago.
It came out in the winter solstice 11 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and it really and the day the amount of daylight that day has since it's the shortest day of the year, the amount of daylight that day has, it really portrays the amount of development time that was put into Sonic 06.
It shows like how grim the freaking game, the future of Sonic is at this point. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I can't believe I thought of that too. That's like something I would not think of.
That's
Let's see.
just
Let me interact with this real quick. Can I
like
like
that's
okay?
just
I'm
that's
fading
just really
again. Are you kidding me?
uh
What's
y'all
wrong
can
with this
hear me
mic?
though, so what's up? It's your
Hey,
boy,
what's wrong with this mic?
Annoying Orange. It's your boys. What's up,
Yeah,
guys? It's Scarce.
it probably has something to do with this Skype thing. Probably has something to do with
I don't know, man. I really want it.
that. This sucks because
And now the mic is unplugged. Great.
I was nothing. Since I guess you're going to be a Sonic voice actor. This makes no sense. This makes like
So
no pressure. I'm gonna delete this because I don't need this.
I hope you guys are enjoying the silence from RTLuigi right now. So they can't hear you at all.
No,
Then
they okay.
okay.
They hear me, but I'm fading out every time every time I start a sentence, I fade out. Like every time I start a word, it just fades out, and it's just annoying because like
That's really weird.
this never happened to me before. Like it happened to me like when I put filters on, and that was intentional. But this is just happening out of just nowhere. Have no filters on this mic. Can you guys hear me now? Like okay, I'm putting my mouth really close to the mic. Can you guys hear me? It
I
keeps
can hear
fading.
you. Shoot.
Why does it keep fading out? Let me see.
I really don't understand.
Yeah, there's nothing different from these. Nothing different. All these are the same. Yeah, they hear me now when I put my mouth super close to the mic. But I mean, when I'm talking regularly, they can't hear me at all.
That's really strange.
Let's see. There has to be something. Uh, let me mute the mic on here on Skype real quick.
All right then. I guess I'm muted.
All right, you.
Oh, I know you're muted.
You got. Okay, you guys still can't hear me. They still
So
can't hear me.
guys, okay.
Let's see.
I was about to say, yo, I hope everyone has a merry, happy Chris Kwanzaa. You know,
Kwanzaa.
enjoy in your holidays. Winter solstice, maybe, if you enjoy that, if you celebrate that.
Yeah, this mic sucks. I don't like it anymore.
Okay. Oh shoot, I messed up.
I bet. I bet you. I bet you this. This will work for Ajib Pi.
What did you say?
I don't know. I forgot. Isn't that that guy that didn't took the net neutrality? I don't know. There's something wrong with this, and it's like
So, are you gonna stop streaming then, or like what's happening?
I'm not gonna stop streaming because I'm trying to do this.
Okay.
Uh, it should be regular. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get what's happening either. Like, I'm confused. Do you want to do this later, or do you want to like stop it, or like what's?
Let me change. Let me change my mic. I'm changing to my. That's not good.
All right, I guess I'm the only one that can be heard as of right now. So, what's going on, everyone? Oh my God, this is so
Yeah. Oh. Oh wait, y'all. Can you guys hear me? I'm on a lower quality mic. It's still going all the way out for some reason. Bro, I literally have no filters on.
That's so weird.
I have no filters on. Nothing stopping me. Now they're saying they can hear me, but it's like it's gonna go out again because it did last time.
Hold on, give me a second.
Why is it?
Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Are you talking about? Are you talking to chat?
I'm talking to everyone. I just,
Gotcha.
I can barely hear you though.
Yeah, it's because I changed my mic.
This is really weird.
All right, I'm changing my mic back. Let me see. Hey, Alex, do you have any like solutions to this? Let me type it in the chat because I don't think.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, for some reason I can barely hear you though. But they can hear you.
No, they can't.
They still can't. That's really weird.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's OBS. I think it's just. Yeah, it's going out for no reason. I have no filter. What? I took my mic out. Like I have no mics in. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you a lot better.
I think it's this cord or something. Let's see what happens if I leave the call. Can you hear me? Hey. Okay, you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Alright.
My mic's better now. It like fixed itself. I don't know what
I
happened
can
last time.
barely hear you.
You could barely hear me. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, now the chat hears me. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you hear me.
If the chat can hear you, I think it's better than if I can hear you.
So we can. Yeah, we Gucci now, but like he can't hear me. Which is the problem now. You said that scare you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had the thing up for like the whole thing. I don't know why. But can you hear me, Dan Shadow? Cause like this is weird.
Uh, barely.
To see now, like okay, so this is basically what's happening. It was good for you, and it was bad for the stream. But now it's good for the stream, but now it's bad for you.
I mean, I think I'd rather it be good for the stream and bad for me than
Yeah, cause you
bad
could
for
just watch the
the.
stream, right? your phone or something. Oh yeah. Wait,
Now
are
I
you
can,
using your
yeah,
phone?
now I can barely hear you. But
Yeah, you can like watch the stream or something and like go off of that.
I guess I could, but then it'd be like delayed.
I mean, I have a low latency on, so like it's probably like a second behind.
Yes,
So I don't
this
know.
is really weird.
I'm gonna call you again.
Well, we can continue talking about it if you want to.
Okay, let me try this one more. Let me try this one more thing. See if it works. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect from the call real
Okay.
quick, and then I'm gonna go back on and see what happens. All right, we're gonna get back to Sonic Forces. Let me see what happens real quick. Should have a call him and see what works. All right,
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, so like you kind of can hear me, or is it clear enough for like you?
I can hear you just as well as I was able to before, but I can still hear you.
Okay, it looks like my mic is about to go back. Okay, no, it's not. It's okay. All right, so how like 1 to 10? How good can you hear me?
Uh, if 10 is how good I was able to hear you before, then like 4,
A four,
maybe 3, maybe 5. I mean,
4 or 5.
in that area,
All right, I think that's good enough. I don't know.
maybe even less, because like I have to work really hard to try. But it's okay. It's okay.
All right, we're gonna talk about no space, then we start about the story. Um, yeah. So the story, as I was saying, I think they like just try to go through the story. I think they rushed on it. They missed the opportunities. They just skipped a whole bunch of parts they could have gave us a lot of information on. They just like they rushed it basically.
I mean, are you saying anything right now?
Yeah, I just like said that they rushed the story.
Okay, I can hear you a bit better now. All right, but yeah, so they they really could have done better with this freaking null space part. Like they had to do was make like a whole level out of it, and then show that they came out and then they talked to Eggman. That's it. They didn't even have to make like the whole city level part of it. Like they could have just made it all null space, and then they end out near Eggman.
Yeah, or like yeah, they could just made a whole no space level.
I
What?
I think
Okay, it's back on. The stream's back on. Can you hear me?
kind of, yeah.
All right. Everything's just happening, bro. It's like, I'm just trying to sit here in the stream, but like it's not even letting me do that.
This is really like it's really weird.
All right, so we're back online. Just as I was saying, I think they've tried to. I think they avoided a lot of um opportunities with the story just to get it done faster. And
Yeah,
I
definitely.
yeah, I think they could have did way better. Um, now that we're done, now that we're done with bashing No Space. Let's talk about good things about No Space.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
other than we only being No Space for like 18 seconds in the stage, the they did a pretty good job with the rails and stuff. And
I
they
think that. Okay, I was gonna say one part about the null space part. I will say that it looked good, and also that the music in it, like the remix of Fist Bump, not the remix, but I guess it was kind of a remix. I thought that was pretty good. But
I mean that was part of the regular song. It's like later in it, but yeah, they did a good job with that. The suspense is bad, but
yeah, it's just
but you going through the rails and stuff gives you a feeling that you need to hurry up. That's that's a good thing.
the level in and of itself is good, but the way they like used the
Execute it.
level, it was just bad.
Yeah, it's just like they could have added more. But we're done with no space. Uh, let's talk about physics.
Oh, modern sonic physics, they were probably the best. But the way that they used the classic Sonic stuff was just really bad.
Like,
It,
and with all three of them, they're just the way they picked up momentum was just bad. It's like you're 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 um
the custom
you're
kills were just
platforming.
worse because you couldn't boost or anything like that.
Yeah,
So
like
you know,
you're just regularly running as a custom character. You're trying to platform, and you're on a small platform, so you don't have no space to like gain speed. Okay, you need to jump to another platform, but you don't have enough speed. So let's just hope that I can jump and make it. And then you get ready to jump, and then you just automatically pick up the highest amount of speed, and you just run off the stage. And it's like, okay, what do you want me to do? Like, it's like you're going the slowest you could, and then it just goes straight up to like the fastest you could. It's like 0 to 100. It's like,
it's for real. It is because you're going super slow and you just zoom off. It's like
and then like
and
you
then
can't move in the air. You jump, and you have to go that way. You have to.
you have to dedicate your jump. It's really weird. It's just really bad.
And then the whip spawns are broken. The lightning whips, you can spam the lightning whips, and you won't take any damage of anything.
Yeah, they didn't even patch that. I don't think.
I don't know. And then, man, that's a regular glitch. You can't really bash that. But I mean, you still
I mean, yeah. I mean, every game makes mistakes, sure, but like, still, they
cookie
really shouldn't have.
cookie bomb B cookie bomb. That's what 18. What's up? Up to stream. Also noted that they advertised that you could bond with Sonic. They barely showed a custom character and Sonic together. I mean, I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know what to say about this. Like, I don't have too much to say other than just like they could have used more time on it. They could have just put more time into the game.
And like
I would have
classic Sonic. Okay, now let's get to classic Sonic's like just
been
physics.
cool. I just want to point one thing out. I would have been cool if this game came out in 2018 February or March or whatever. As long
Or
as they just
even
put a
later.
little more time to like patch it up and like make it better. But instead they just kind of like, yeah, this
Just
is good enough, and they keep on doing that, and it's just no stop.
let's just actually spend like a solid 3 4 years on the game, and then like release it.
I think they spent like 3 or 4 years, but most of it was on the engine. So like they should have spent at least like 2 full years, if not like coming on three, you know, on actually making the game rather than the engine. The engine should have been a side thing. Maybe you could have done like a couple things with with the engines you already have available to you, and then make Sonic Forces. But no, instead they were just like,
So let's talk about classic Sonic's um physics. So hey guys, we can. It's definitely normal to like stick to walls. You can just jump on the wall and you go up. Stick to
yeah,
the wall.
or you could run to a wall and then immediately crash down.
Yeah, like or you can like go up and touch the a ceiling and you like go across it. That's you stick to it and go across it. We're Spider Man now. Like
Or
it,
you could run down a slope that goes down like I don't know like
like
thousands of feet and like just
not pick up speed at all. Like and you can't even go up a regular ramp. That's definitely how real world works.
it is
Like like
like
you're
you
going down
said
that
walking down a flight of stairs that was exactly how it went.
exactly. It's definitely proper when you like get to when you're in a ball and you want to jump but it doesn't work and then you hit a wall and you go straight down. That's definitely how it's supposed to go. Uh, what else? The level design. I'm definitely so trash at Sonic games. I definitely need a spring helping me padding my like death every time I fall off a stage. I mean, okay. I mean, I want to die, but I can't die because it's keeping me from dying. Like, what? That's one bad thing about this game. It's like you like they hold your hand so much. It's like, okay, you're about to die. Let me put a spring right here, a visible spring. That's another thing they did about the level design. They kept continuously adding visible springs everywhere, and it just was repetitive at a point. The drift could have been in the game because some sections needed the drift. Yes it did, especially in uh Metropolitan Highway. Uh, I always wanted to make a hand drawn Sonic game where known where are we? What do you say? Where are we now in classic Sonic? Right? Wait, what do you say? Check it out. Yeah, but they hold your hand so much in this game. It's like every time you get to a ledge where you have to jump, it puts a invisible spring right there so you can hit it and go up. Like it's so linear, and it's like the physics are just bad. And I'm gonna wait for Dank Shadow to come back. I don't know where he's at right now. We go to the Sonic stuff right here. Let's see. Actually, I don't know what happened to Dank Shadow. It still just went off.
Can y'all
We
hear me?
we back, boys.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. I've been trying to ask that for some reason y'all weren't responding. So
Yeah, but yeah, the game just holds your hand a lot. You know, it's just the physics are like horrendous. They're just trash. Like and like okay, you're spinning down a slope and then there's a straight wall going down. Or you just stick to the ground, and go down, stick to the wall. It
yeah,
makes perfect sense.
like I think that like the reason why they can't replicate classic Sonic is because maybe like the engines are like different from the classic games. I can understand that. But here's the thing. Here's a easy solution. I'm gonna tell you an easy solution right now. Don't add classic Sonic. It's
Stop
simple.
pandering to stop pandering towards the classic fans. The classic era is
They don't
over.
like it. They've said that in generations that okay, it's okay, but we don't really like it. We like the actual classics. So why are you shoehorning in the classics?
Exactly. I mean, why are you going back in time? Like, okay, Generations was cool. Why are you bringing him back? Generations actually had a point, like a purpose of him being in the game.
Right.
There's literally no reason why Classic Sonic was
And it
there.
was an anniversary too. And like, oh, and remember at the end where they were like, Sonic was like, "Cheer up, Tails. I'm sure we'll run into him again." I was like, "No,
No,
no, we're
no,
not."
no, we're not. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about this game? No, this game should be a good example as to why you should never do that again,
Exactly,
unless it's something like Mania.
exactly. Mania, and I can't believe that like that can't that those are the events that happened right after I can't talk. I can't believe those are the events that happened right after Mania. Like that was really like rushed. I feel like they could have did way more with Infinite. They could have added a super fight at the end. Like they could have just came out. Oh, I know you didn't know about these things. It just pulls out the emeralds and just goes super and destroys Infinite. And it could have been Infinite could have been stronger. Like okay, this is what I think. When you defeat Infinite at the end, I feel like it wasn't actually Infinite. I think it was a copy of him since he
Yeah, they
glitched
talked
out.
about this off camera.
Yeah, I think it was a copy of him. I don't know.
Because it makes sense because he kind of like just faded away, whereas like all the fakes faded away, but the real ones actually get hurt.
Yeah, and
So
and
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 he's a
Infinite is actually an actual jackal.
right. He's a real life being, so he can't just like
E-
disappear like that. And
Exactly,
then be like this
unless
BS excuse like,
or
oh well,
unless like okay, I'm not feeling like adding more into the story. Let's just make him fade away like everyone else.
I or like some people might say something like maybe he like like maybe it's some of his power like his life force fused with the crystal and so it became part of it or some bull crap like that. But no,
Yeah, that was
no,
that was explained in the story though.
right. It was explained, but it's just an addition.
Exactly. It wasn't.
So
If you're gonna add stuff like that to the story, then you need to explain it because DLC is not gonna. Even the DLC didn't explain it that much. It only the DLC only explained how Infinite got basically how he got the jewel, and like Infinite was. I wish Infinite was stronger. Like he looked really menacing, looked really intimidating. Turns out he was just a weak, just
it turns out he got beaten by Shadow once and became a crybaby, and
exactly.
he
And
was
it's just
like,
like
gotta put on a new face.
exactly. I don't
I was
understand.
like, oh my god, are you kidding me?
If Shadow can beat Infinite, then why didn't we just get Shadow to just why didn't Shadow just kill him?
Right.
None of those events would have happened if Shadow just killed him.
But no,
He,
apparently the Phantom Ruby makes him stronger though, so it's
exactly.
okay.
It made the story made no sense. Shadow destroyed Infinite Squad, the whole squad, Jackal. Why didn't he just destroy Infinite too? None of those events would happen if
Right. Why was there a hesitation for Shadow to not defeat him? We've seen Shadow like take out people before. I don't
yeah,
understand.
it was actually explained in the story that Shadow destroyed all of Infinite Squad. So why didn't he just destroy Infinite too? You were beating him up. I mean, none of the events that happened in Sonic Forces would happen if Shadow would have killed
It's
him.
Sha-
Like,
right.
it's basically Shadow's fault. Shadow should have killed Infinite because
He
Eggman was
killed
gonna
the
get his
rest of
hands
the
on it.
squad. Why not?
Exactly. It's like Vegeta getting salty at Goku for beating him.
I would have been okay with it if like part of what's it called part of like Jackal's squad was like maybe some of his family, like some brothers or cousins or sisters or whatever. Maybe his parents. I don't know, something like that. It would have made sense why it would be sad, and like, he'd be like, okay, I gotta change my life. But it's just his squad, and then he gets beat up by Shadow, and he's like, ugh. But like, if it was his family, he could have been like, "How dare you dishonor my family? I'm going to." It could have been something cool like that, but nope, nope.
They would do what they should do. They should actually had Infinite fight back. Like they should actually had
Yeah, like
Infinite
it would
like
have been like a close fight, but the Shadow was like, no, and then like he goes like Super Shadow or something like that, or I don't
and
know.
then Shadow was using Chaos
Or he uses
Control.
Chaos Control. Yeah, he
Why
uses
was
Chaos Control.
first of all okay the Sonic Boom? I know Sonic Boom has nothing to do with the original series, but in Sonic Boom TV show, why is he using Chaos Control? Why is he using Chaos Control if the Chaos Emeralds don't exist in that dimension? Why is he using it in Forces? They could have just added the Chaos Emeralds, like because like why not like okay you're implementing a feature okay not you're implementing a move set that Shadow has if he had the Chaos Emeralds. So why are you not adding the emeralds in the game? I mean
Yeah, I guess like it became a part of him or some stupid stuff, but still, like, why not? That makes no sense to me.
that they need to go back to the Unleash. Like I can't like you don't even need to add character that many characters in the game. Unleash did not have Knuckles, did not have Shadow, did not have anybody. You only had like really Sonic, Tails, Amy,
I would have
Professor
been cool.
Pickle,
I'm
and
cool with the
Eggman.
multiple characters. I'm cool with that, but it's just,
Yeah, you really don't have to have a lot of characters in the Sonic game for it to be good. Like
I mean, Sonic Colors literally only had Sonic, Tails, and Eggman. Look at how good that was.
exactly, and then Unleash only had like Amy, Sonic, Tails, and Chip, and Professor Pickle, and Eggman.
I
That's
mean,
it.
Chip was the worst part of the game. Let's be real. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but
like, but yeah. So
Chip, I don't know. I don't know why. This Sega's just doing a lot of wrong stuff. I don't know what's wrong with them. How they just changed from a super successful company making super high quality games just to like a company that makes mediocre games like a Capcom.
Like
They
all
went
they
from a
have
Nintendo to to Capcom.
like literally all they have to do is make Sonic Unleashed, but with the day stages and different, obviously different levels and different plot, and that's it. That's all they have
How
to do.
hard is that? Just make a Sonic game just with modern Sonic stages. What
Right?
should they're always trying to add something in, and
It's
they
like
always
they're trying
fail.
to do too much. They're literally trying to do too much.
Exactly. They're always trying to add something in that is super unneeded. Like Classic Sonic, why is he in the game? Just pander to the classic fans for nostalgic reasons or something. And then they want to add chaos for no reason, just for bait, so people could buy the game because people thought that was gonna be a chaos fight in there. That's
Yeah,
another thing.
because
Their business is terrible. They're baiting people. They just came out with Super Sonic. So okay, Super Sonic's free right now, and I'm okay with that. Super Sonic's free.
he should be free. He should have been in the game.
I know he should have been in the game from the start. It should have been
Because
in
for
part
real,
of the story.
why are you gonna make us have to pay for it if
Exactly,
it should have been in the game already? It doesn't make sense.
exactly. And then okay, so okay, let me just say this whole thing. Okay, so
Okay.
in the stream, Aaron Weber said any DLC, any DLC. Okay, there's no DLC planned. First of all, I was lied. There was DLC planned. They're just like
As the Sonic t-shirts,
as
go
a,
on.
but they said DLC is planned. I mean, they said no DLC is planned, but if there is DLC coming out, it's gonna be free. That's what it said. And yes, Supersonic is free, but you have to pay for it if you didn't get it in the month time period of it being free. You have to pay $2 for it.
Which, by the way, Super Sonic for Classic Sonic literally just makes him invincible. It's just the invincibility power up, but it lasts forever. No higher jump, no faster speed or anything, nothing like that.
Exactly.
But for Modern Sonic, it's just infinite boost and once again invincibility. All it
And
is. That's
and like
all it is.
you got I think you get a small speed upgrade with the uh Supersonic modern, but like what is that gonna do? Why that's not $2 worth of money. If you're gonna add in an actual boss to it, then yeah, I will gladly pay $2 for it. But if it's
Yeah,
just Supersonic, what's the point of buying it? Don't buy that. It's just Supersonic. You just pop in, you can just pop in Sonic Unleashed, play some
that's right.
Supersonic on there. Pop in some Sonic Generations, play Supersonic on there. Pop in Mania, you play Supersonic for free. Just have to get the emeralds. You can even play it on debug mode, and they're making you pay for Supersonic. That's bad marketing. Like
Yeah, this makes sense. Like, and also, okay, okay, if you're gonna get Sonic Forces for Christmas, first thing you do is download the Super Sonic DLC. It's not even like that much, but just that way you have it, you should get it.
yeah, because the Supersonic DLC is gonna be free until January 23rd. So, and this is what's making me mad. Like
That's Christmas.
even though I got it, I still feel bad for other people that can't get it this Christmas and have to get it next year because them having to get it next year they're gonna have to pay for the DLC because
It's $42 for Sonic Forces and Super Sonic that barely does anything.
exactly like they're I don't know whether they're money hungry or something. Like they're like abusing us basically. Like they're just baiting us. First of all they're false advertising us. Then they're baiting us, so that we can think that something is going to turn out like something, and then they come up with something that has nothing to do with they like advertise. And then like okay, we just gave this company our money. I mean our money for them lying to us. It's like they're overhyping. Just I guess if they advertised the way they did right now, but they had the same level of like how good the game was, then okay, I'll be okay. That's good. That's good marketing. But if the game is not as good as your advertising is, then you shouldn't like advertise like that. You should advertise the same way the game is. Like okay, buy Sonic Forces, uh, go at fast speeds through 20 plus levels. That's why you don't have to add anything else. They
Like they could have hell. I would have been cool with them adding like some separate missions for Supersonic, but it's literally just up invincibility and if anything, slight speed boost, and
uh,
that's pretty much
a lot of people are saying that Sega's becoming EA when it comes to like
it.
marketing.
Basically, at this point, it might as well be.
Yeah, I hate this. Like I love Sega and like I love Sonic and it's just like I hate talking bad about him because it's just not good. It's mediocre. It's not.
Yeah, cause I love Sonic. I don't want to hate on him, but it's
It
making
was
it
you
really
can't
hard.
you can't lie about him. Like you have to like you have to speak your truth so people can Sega can hear you. But even though Sega's not gonna listen to us. Like just Sega Japan's not listening to us. I mean America is listening to us, but America is not the one who's making the games.
Right. Sega America, at the very best, they can be like, okay, well, I'm going to tell Sega Japan that, and then they're gonna be like, no, and it's like, okay, well, I can't do anything about that.
And another problem is that the Japanese people, okay, Japanese people are not as picky and stubborn as the people in the West, like here. But it's like because Japanese people they're okay with the game. They gave the game a high rating, and there's not really anybody complaining about the game there. So okay, Sega Japan's like, okay, we did something good, and then they don't pay attention to America, and they don't fix their mistakes because America's actually giving out what we want, and what we want is making a good Sonic game. But it's also like this fan base is just so like this. This fan base is just so like
Stubborn, and like they're like,
exactly.
so, like, where's my perfect Sonic game? Like, you gotta understand, like,
It's like there's one thing they want, and then there's another thing they want, and then there's two other people that want two different things, and it's
right?
like
No, it's like the reason why they were like, okay, well, we gotta make a
classic.
we
You have to
gotta
put
make
gotta put classic Sonic in there. That it's like it's this reason. This is why because they wanted the people to think that it's a good Sonic game because they put adventure aspects, classic aspects, and modern aspects, and just put it together just to trick people that okay, we made a good Sonic game. Uh, here's your here's your here, for this group. Here's your adventure aspects, so you can go back to the adventure era. Here's the classic aspects, and here's the modern aspects. And it's
like
like
they add, and like here's the thing, they could have added maybe like I don't know, I guess there's like no official modern Sonic villain that's like, like with the exception of like Dark Gaia and the Time Eater, but Time Eater was still controlled by Eggman, so I guess it'd still only be Dark Gaia. Which in that case, you can't really add anyone other than Zavok for the modern Sonic fans.
exactly
So
like they can't just add
so
Dark Gaia because like you can't add a like think about that.
like Dark
You
Gaia is
can't
huge.
you exactly you can't just add a virtual reality version of Dark Gaia unless it's going to be a big boss and something like Dark Gaia is final boss worthy. It's not just a regular boss worthy. And like you use Super Sonic to defeat that, and it's like Super Sonic's not in the game, so it's like I don't
Right.
know. They need to like take notes. Next game, 4 years of development, Supersonic Emeralds. Um, yeah, just Supersonic Emeralds. Hey, let me pull up something real quick. I typed the whole thing on my Sonic Forces 2 ideas. So let me bring that up real quick. Google. Let's see.
But yeah, so
I hate that I got homework. It's just like it's break and it's like it's break. Why do we have homework on break? What's what's the point?
okay,
Man, having
yeah.
break.
Why would you call it break if we're
We're
not
not
gonna be
taking a break.
breaking? If
Exactly.
we have to do stuff.
Exactly. Where's my
Because guess
Sonic
what? A
Forces 2
break
idea?
means you don't have to do anything and you get to relax. That's not a break if you have to do stuff.
Let me see. Sonic Forces 2 ideas. All right, I'm pulling up my Sonic Forces 2 ideas. I'm gonna read them. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna take out parts of it. Let's see. Okay, I basically said it. At the end of Sonic Forces, our OC unfortunately parted ways with its resistance, which means Sonic Forces 2 will not have an avatar in the game. You may ask, well, if classes in your OC isn't in the game, then won't the game lack playstyles? I'll get to
Oh,
that later.
I got
And
a good
then,
point actually.
but so if you remember, when you defeat Infinite for the final time, a cutscene happens showing Infinite glitching out. Then he flew away. It didn't show us what he did or what if he had died. And I don't think he died. I think he just. I think it was a virtual reality version of him. Because Rouge actually said in one of the like messages on the top right corners that there's virtual reality versions of Shadow everyone, and she said Infinite too. So that could just been a virtual reality version of Infinite. But if you pay attention to Shadow Infinite fight, Absolute Shadow, you can actually see Infinite doesn't have a ruby on his chest and he's still alive. Pay attention to Infinite fight, Final Infinite fight. All you did was homing attack Infinite. That can't be enough to kill him. Like he can't be that weak. Like if the Phantom Ruby is capable of doing what it could do, homing attacking just homing attacking Infinite won't just kill him. Like okay. But I want another Sonic game that has the emeralds included. I also want the Master Emerald, big focus on the story. When was the last time we
It,
had the Master Emerald in the game? SA2,
I wanna say, yeah, I was about to say, I wanna say Sonic Adventure 2 or something like that. Yeah, actually,
and then
Sonic Adventure 2.
okay, let me read out the plot. So now on the most stuff. Okay, we're gonna talk about the comic. Okay, as a wait, let me get to this part. Let me see. Main focus on emeralds, particularly. Okay, I want the main focus to be on emeralds, particularly the Master Emerald. So the story starts out with Knuckles and Infinite fight in CGI form. Obviously, Infinite will not have the Phantom Ruby since it's gone.
So you wrote like a whole thing.
Yeah, I made a video on it too. Like it's
Wait,
a
wait. You know what they could do with the Avatar? They could have the Avatar come back, but
you have to make a new one.
like if
So,
you have like PS4 save data of your old Avatar in Sonic Forces 1, kind of like what they did with Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Uh, you could like have your old Avatar come back and like save your new Avatar,
or like yeah, they
like
can do
for
something like
real.
that. It's like oh, if you have a save file of your old avatar, there'll be an exclusive cutscene of your old avatar coming back.
Right? Yeah.
That'd be cool. But let's see. See, if obviously Infinite will not have the Phantom Ruby since it's gone. The reason why Infinite is on Asian Island because he's trying to get a hold of the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald, so he can become powerful again. Knuckles notifies Sonic about Infinite being back, and Tails flies up to Angel Island. When they get up there, you play your first stage, full 3D Sonic and Tails hero style gameplay. That's what I'm talking about right there. So, so, so you go right into the game. Like you play your first level. Uh,
You said Sonic and Tails style, like adventure style
yeah,
or hero
no
style?
hero style. Like it's heroes but without Knuckles, basically.
Oh, so like Sonic can go fast, but Tails flies, and like that's it.
Yeah, so like basically, okay, Knuckles notifies Sonic about Infinite being back. Tails flies Sonic up to Angel Island, Island, and then boom, that's just first stage. And since it's and the level will be hero style, it's full 3D. You don't have to boost through this, and the level will be hero style. Since it's full 3D, you don't have to boost through the whole level. Like you're not gonna just boost through the whole level. There's gonna be sections of the level where you can fly over stuff. There's gonna be sections of the
Yeah.
level where you like not just like go through the level. This level will have red rings and it'll be green. Like you know how Green Hill Generations is the length of that stage. It's gonna be close to that length. At the end of the level, you appear at the scene where Infinite and Knuckles were fighting, and and then it will go into a non CGI cutscene where Knuckles and Infinite are fighting. Infinite gets punched across the face and gets his mask off. His face is revealed. An unusual burst of power shoots out of Infinite and blows Knuckles and Sonic away. Infinite didn't know what the power was for himself, but he used it to his advantage. So it made it super difficult for Knuckles to fight. So Knuckles goes for the emeralds as well as Sonic, and they both turn super. Tails is trying to analyze the power source. Infinite's inheriting. As they go super, this will be your first boss fight. Yes, this may seem a little too extreme for a first boss fight, but it's only an idea. So basically, like you're right now, you're in your first boss fight, Super Sonic, Super Knuckles, um, going against
Well,
Infinite.
that's pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's cool though. I mean, it's an idea. This Saga's never gonna do that, but you know,
I
again,
mean, it's a good idea. I'm just saying, like, they're probably never gonna do anything like that.
yeah.
See, I feel like that they should let their fans make more stuff, like give ideas for the 3D Sonic games because, like, they did that with Mania, and look at what happened. So, hey,
Okay, I'm going with this. Again, hero style. Instead of Tails, it's Knuckles that you can change to. So far, is one gameplay style. When you beat Infinite, then you go to your next cutscene. This cutscene has Infinite. As Infinite is hurt, he gets mad and does a strange power blast that oddly knocks Sonic and Knuckles out of their super state. Emeralds and rings fly over them. Tails also gets knocked back. Infinite quickly takes the emeralds and takes the Master Emerald and leaves. You go to your next level, which is the full Heroes GP style with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. You're basically going back to Tails' plane to follow Infinite. It turns out that Infinite is going to Eggman. Infinite explains that he wants to get revenge on Eggman because he solely feels that Eggman didn't help him at all. As he
Yeah, and he
was,
kind of like held him back.
yeah, as he told Eggman how powerful these emeralds, but as he was told by Eggman how powerful these emeralds are, he believes that he can take over the planet himself. Infinite took all the emeralds and took the Master Emerald. Sonic and friends are basically forced to team up to stop Infinite. So like everyone, Shadow, Sonic, everyone is forced up to team up, and like there's gonna be a lot of playstyles, and that's
So
basically the conflict.
Eggman's doing his own thing, right?
Yeah, Eggman, no, because Eggman has to like team up with Sonic,
Oh,
because
so like Lost World.
yeah, like because like and not actually like turning against him. It's gonna be actual like Infinite actually trying to take over the world. He's still living alone and explains to RTLuigi, "Can I be in the live stream with you?" I don't know. You have to like join something or something. I don't know. You have to join that Discord or something, and I have to let you in the thing. So, can't spell ignorant without IGM. Alex comment
For
about
real.
it on Tails. Okay. Now I'm done with the conflict. Now go to the play styles. Okay, these are the heroes' play styles: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Tails, Knuckles and Tails. Then we got Vector, Charmy, SBO, Vector, SBO, Vector, Charmy, SBO, Charmy, and those characters are gonna appear later in the story.
Okay.
These are the regular, these are the regular play styles. Sonic full 3D and some 2D using the boost formula. Shadow, full 3D and some 2D using the boost formula. Tails, you know how the mech suit stages in SA2 and SA1.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna
I
be.
can I
And
kind of don't think that they're the best stages, but
they were creative. They were creative.
I mean, yeah, I can agree with that.
And then to make it more creative, you'll be able to switch between Tails, Omega, and Eggman, which have different robotic attributes to get through certain areas. For example, Tails comes across a high ledge. You can switch to Omega for a higher jump, basically.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Knuckles, his stages are gonna be built around Knuckles' gliding ability and strength. Silver, his stage is gonna be heavily based on Silver's psychokinetic powers to get through, but you'll still be able to fly. Blaze stages are gonna be based off Silver's fire abilities. They're gonna be similar to Sonic stages. There's minor differences. Um, boss fights. I don't want many boss fights, but I like to see new boss fights. It'll also be cool if Infinite uses the Chaos Emeralds to take control of the bosses. Like
What
say
it would be
say
cool if
say like okay, Infinite summons, and this is never gonna happen. But say if Infinite, for example, summons Dark Gaia, Infinite can like control Dark Gaia with the emeralds.
or or Infinite goes super,
Yeah,
but that would be impossible to defeat
that's
Sonic.
super, and then
And then
yeah,
triple boost.
quadruple boost.
The power of teamwork.
But these are the characters. All the characters are gonna be in the game: Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Cream, Cheese, Vector. Yeah, because where's Cream and Cheese? Come on,
Yeah, that's true. Like
where is Cream and Cheese? Where's
where's
Vanilla at?
vanilla cream and cheese, right?
Where the Chow at? Where's Blaze? Like these characters are big characters in the
Yeah,
series,
why
and they're
is
not
Blaze there if Silver is there?
exact. Why? Yeah, why isn't Blaze there if Silver? How is Silver there in the first place? Silver is not
Right.
even supposed to know
Silver's in
them.
the future.
Silver's not even supposed to know them, based off the events of '06. Silver's not even supposed to know them. So it's like what? And then if okay, so if Silver is back, that means Blaze could be back because Blaze died. So it's like I don't know. This is, but Cream and Cheese, Vector, Espo, Charmy, Shadow, Eggman, Silver, Blaze, Infinite, Rouge, and Omega. Extra info. I want this game to have more 3D and 2D. There will be a lot of play styles. The story will be nice, well thought out. There'll be a lot of character development. I also want something to happen to one of the characters, so you can learn more about them. Because like, when's the last time you learned something new about someone in the Sonic series? Like, right? Like, it's been a long time. But I also want something to happen. I also want a huge plot twist, something like a permanent depth of character. I also want the emeralds to reach new limits of terms and power. In terms of power. I want the boss battles to be new, nothing copy and pasted. I also want difficult boss battles for and post content. I also want control to be like generations for Sonic and Shadow for team stages. I want it to be similar to Heroes, just with boost and with an updated moveset. So that's basically what it is. They explained the comics about Silver. I guess they did. Uh, if we don't get Sonic Forces, if we
Yeah, but
don't
I shouldn't have to read a comic in order to understand what's going on.
exactly like it's not even canon. So it's like,
Yeah, for real.
but did you hear like the extra info? Right?
The extra info you said?
I just read it. Do you hear it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Let me read it again. Extra info. I want this game to have more 3D and 2D. But Broken M says, "Is it safe to say there's no canon anymore?" I guess it is. There's new because Archie stopped making Sonic comics, but there's a new comic thing coming out April, so I'm actually kind of hyped for that. I'm probably gonna read some of the comments. But let's get back to this. Extra info. I want this game to have more 3D than 2D, and there are going to be a lot of play styles. The story will be nice, well thought out. There will be a lot of character development, and this is what I want. Like really, this is where I really want to like um focus on. I want something to happen to one of the characters so you can learn something new about them. Like
Oh,
yeah, like
oh yeah,
when was the last time you learned something new about a character in the Sonic series?
that's true. Like, when have we learned any more about like like not like Blaze or like Knuckles? Like they're back.
Or
Like
like,
we've learned a good
what about
amount about
Silver?
them,
What
but
about
like
Silver?
we
Like
could be learning more. Like,
exactly. Like what about Silver? Silver needs his own game explaining about his like his hometown in the future.
or like what is he still doing at this point?
Exactly. Like he's not just like sitting there doing nothing. Like he's doing something there. It can't be
Right,
just perfect birds and bees and blue skies, no and sunny skies. Nothing. It can't just be like that. It has to be some bad days. Like there has to be a
right.
villain. It's not like all villains were destroyed. There has to be something. And then I also want a huge plot twist in the game. Something like a permanent death of the character.
Like, yeah, like because they tried to do it with Shadow, but like everyone was like so hyped for Shadow, and they're like, oh, he's gonna be dead, and they're like, well, it could be marketable if we kept him here, so they ended up keeping him.
Um, yeah, like they permanently kill Blaze. I don't want it to be canon, like a canon death where she's never gonna come back in a Sonic game ever again. I want something like that to happen again. Like someone dies in the character and never gonna come back. Like this is a big problem in games and like movies and stuff. Someone dies, but there's always a way for them to come back.
Right? There's like a twist, like, oh, I'm alive. Like
Yeah, like
Disney is
just die, just die. It's
Disney
like
is really famous for that.
exactly
It's like
like Toy Story,
just
like
die.
in Toy Story, when they're in that garbage dispenser,
Yeah.
they're all about to burn to bits, and then like those aliens saved them. Why can't there just be a death? Like, there was a death, but it was from a bad guy. I think. Like, and then when are we gonna actually have a game where like Sonic actually hits or like fights Eggman face to face? Because Sonic Eggman is this dude is literally trying to kill you, Sonic. Why aren't you just
Yeah.
killing him?
Why don't you just actually kill him back? Like
Exactly,
for
you're just
real.
letting him live so you can do more bad stuff. And I know it's like
Right.
for kids, but still, they have Shadow the Hedgehog. He's literally cussing in that game. They can add stuff like that in the game. It's because they're toys. I mean, still, they could just burn up. I guess it's because it's a kids movie. Come on, it's just because it's a kids movie. But even if it's not a kids movie, there's still like deaths that happen. It's like not
Yeah.
permanent.
Like I don't know. They're just Sonic right now. It's like okay, I can understand with Mario, right? Especially Mario, because it's like, oh
Mario's
well,
meant is obviously meant for kids. Like, come on. When we ever had a PG-13 Mario game,
I
never had a PG-13 Mario game. I would like to see one like that. I don't see what they could do, but I mean that's never gonna happen because Nintendo's family friendly
M-rated
company.
Mario game,
I'm ready.
Grand Theft Mario.
Yep. But
But
at least he did with Zavik. I mean Zavik was kind of like I think Zavik was more menacing in Sonic Forces than Infinite, to be honest.
yeah, I like that. You know, it was like implying that he was the one torturing Sonic, It was like, wow, is Zavix really capable of that?
But like,
Whereas in Lost World, it was just like, oh, I'm gonna destroy the
I'm just
world.
homing
It's like,
attack
yeah,
you. This is homing attack.
sure, but like we didn't really see too much of that. Like we didn't see him like looking in like an animal's eyes, watching them die or something like that.
Another
We
thing
just saw him like pull down a switch.
as a
I don't know.
another thing I wrote about on this is something I really want to like focus on. Like since the emeralds weren't in forces, so forces too. I want the emeralds to reach new limits in terms of power.
Like get an upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade like a new upgrade. Like because they removed hypersonic. I can't believe they did that, but like they
Yeah,
did remove
they said they
hypersonic.
weren't gonna be using anything with that anymore.
Yeah, so we need something new, something super powerful. Because all we have is supersonic, and supersonic's not even making it into the games. We need something different. Like we had Dark Spine Sonic. Where's Dark Spine Sonic at? Like we could bring back the Seven Rings. Just don't make it as bad as the game is. Sonic Lost.
Yeah, the Seven Rings would actually be pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. Like get the Soul Emeralds, the Seven Rings, and the Chaos Emeralds, and they all like come together, and it's like boom, something happens. Like Dark Spine Super something. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I know they'll never do that. They'll
Yeah,
never
they'll
pursue.
never do that. Maybe Archie would do that, or not Archie, but like the comic book series probably will do that. But Sega needs to do something like that. Like they need to add something new.
Like they need like they could add like a new thing like they've been doing every now and then, which that'd be cool. But
Yeah, when was the last time they added something new? Like,
Sonic,
I mean,
I believe it was actually Sonic Colors with the Wisps,
yeah. Let me think.
or I guess it was Sonic Lost World with the. Well, I mean, okay, no. If you're talking about power ups, then yeah,
Like
it'd be
just
Sonic Colors.
anything new. Like,
I mean, no, Sonic. I guess Sonic Lost World added new Wisps, but as of like the actual thing, Sonic Colors added the new Wisps. I mean the Wisps.
I guess.
So I don't know, but
Um, let me see. What else I write? I want the boss battles to be new, nothing copy and pasted. That's something that like forces is really just people when they make forces. That's something they really just like that was a really big flaw. Every boss, like literally every boss except for Zavik, was copy and pasted.
the Eggman fight with Classic Sonic, I guess, wasn't.
I mean, it was copy. Yes, it was because like it was copy and pasted in the final battle.
Oh, I guess,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
talking about like within the game and like out of the game. Like, come on, like the final battle. And,
And
okay,
well, Modern Sonic with Infinite running like infinitely, like I guess, like that was different. That was pretty different than the what's it called? Than the Infinite, than the later Infinite fight and Metal Sonic fight.
I mean, but it's still like the same concept. Go close to infinite, homing attack him 3 times. That counts as a hit.
I guess.
Yeah, and then it's the same thing with Metal Sonic, and same thing with the final infinite fight. Even the same thing with the final battle. In the final battle, it's a copy of Sonic Colors final boss, and I can't. As they try to make it to where like okay, let's try to make these bosses look different, but they're the same concept.
Yeah,
I hate that.
I'll give them that. At least they look different.
I mean, and they reused that boss 3 times. Like they reused the same boss. They used it in colors. Okay, we don't have the emeralds. That's okay. The game is still good. They bring it back in okay. They bring it back. This is when it gets like kind of suspicious. Like they bring it back in Lost World. Okay, this game didn't have the emeralds either. There's something going
This
on.
game, like, right, the Wisps were creative in that in colors, but now they're just like, oh,
And then like the final boss was kind of copy and pasted in Lost World
the final
too.
boss. It was a decent amount different, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean it was relatively the same.
It was, yeah, it was about the same
Yeah,
thing.
what happened to like the boss fights where you had to like go in different places? Why do you have to run in a straight line all the time? Like what happens to the boss battles like '06 where you have to like jump on different platforms like get hits on the boss? What happened to like stuff like that?
Yeah,
Sega can Alex says that's what I want a new type of boss. Second can make a Sonic boss like the Warhog in Adventure 1 and 2. It wasn't there. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. That's what I want. Unleashed had the Warhawk bosses. The Warhawk bosses were so good in Unleashed. Like,
Yeah, they were actually they're the best part of the Werehog, the
I was like-
bosses.
and the bosses. Like even the Wii version and the PS2 version, they still had good bosses. And it's like it's sad that do you know what's really sad?
What?
There are games that are on weaker systems that are better than Forces. That's sad.
I mean,
I mean, look at Unleashed Wii. Unleashed Wii is way better than Forces.
I
And
don't think
Unleashed,
so.
I think Unleashed Wii is better than Forces. I have way more fun with it.
And now Unleashed Xbox 360,
Yeah,
maybe,
no,
but
that's no competition. To me, I have more fun playing Unleashed Wii. I mean, Unleashed Wii than playing Forces. To me, just to me, because the
I
levels are
mean,
longer. There's a great level design. I don't you missed my
it's
Unleashed
pretty
stream.
good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you missed my
But
Unleashed stream. I did it 19 hours ago.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you missed it. But I was having so much fun. I played what is it? I played Rooftop Run daytime. I played Shamar daytime.
The
Uh,
360 or Xbox
or the
or sorry
Wii.
or Wii.
I played Wii. I played
Oh,
Shamar daytime. I played Rooftop Run daytime. I played some with the bosses. I played some of the Warhawk stations. I had so much fun. I streamed for 2 hours and 32 minutes. That's how like fun the game is to me. Like if it's not the best game, but as long as you have fun playing it, it's gonna be a good game. And like that's what forces some parts of the game you have fun playing it, but most of the parts it's just bad. And it makes you mad because you actually call it bad. It's like it's actually you're actually mad at the game because it's actually like something about the game that's messing you up. It was just really that's I just really I don't know really frustrating.
I mean, in my opinion, it's like in my opinion, I think it's pretty fair, to an extent. But there's some parts of it that are just like, okay, no. But I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good overall.
Yeah, it's just like uh I really wish Sonic Forces was like another Sonic Unleashed. Like long levels, perfect graphics. Like the graphics are perfect. But I mean, I'm talking about like okay, not graphics. What's the word I'm talking about? Perfect mechanics. That's what.
Mechanics,
Yeah, mechanics. Uh,
mechanics.
yeah, mechanics. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
And
I
then
must have misheard you.
yeah, and level design. I wish the level design was. I wish it was better than Unleashed. I really wish we had another Unleashed game. Like something better than Unleashed.
Unleashed,
Hopefully,
Unleashed by far has had the best amount of Sonic game design, uh, ever.
yeah. And we
Well,
need
level design rather.
okay for the next 3D game. We need good level design, good story, good like good plot structure, good character development, good gameplay. Um, no classic Sonic, no like extra stuff, no extra stuff. Because in the past couple years, they've been failing at adding extra stuff. Like come on, the Warhog wasn't that good, but like it's fun to me. Like it's not that bad. It isn't bad at all. It's like it's the Warhog is a good addition to the game. It's just
Yeah,
it slows
everyone
down the game.
overreacted with the Warhog. I
Like
mean,
yeah, everyone says oh it slows down the gameplay. So I mean it's fun.
right? Like, if something slows down the gameplay, it doesn't mean that it's bad. Like, because it's a Sonic game, it doesn't mean that it has to be fast. Like,
Exactly. And then now people are complaining about it being too fast now. That's the crazy part. Like how short Forces was. Okay, a couple years ago, people are complaining how slow the gameplay is for the Warhog, and now they're complaining about how fast the game goes because how short Forces is. And it's like, what do you want? What do you want? A
right?
fast game or a slow game?
And it's like if it's a medium game, it's like it should
It's,
be
it's
fast. Like
mediocre.
it should be fast because it's Sonic. Okay, let's make it fast like Sonic Forces. No, because Sonic Forces is too fast. Okay, let's make it longer than like Sonic Unleashed. No, because then that's too long. It's like what? What do you want?
Exactly.
Ugh.
What's up, Oz? What's up, Oz? I can't say the name. But what's up, Oz Carm? Is that the name? Oh yeah, Oz Carm. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Remember to leave a like, subscribe to DANKSHADOWXL75. By the way, makes good content.
Shout out.
Are you gonna stream anytime this weekend? I know
Uh,
you're gonna stream that Switch though, because you're probably gonna get a Switch for Christmas. I know you're gonna stream that Switch though.
if I get a capture card.
I'm gonna get a. Hopefully, I get a capture card because as soon as I get that capture card, because I might not get it on Christmas Day, but as soon as I get it, I'm streaming Odyssey. So I already have my Odyssey thumbnail set up. So, uh, but wasn't the purpose of the Warhawk to be slow but powerful? Exactly. But people
Yeah,
are
exactly.
yet people are still complaining about it being too slow. But it was fun. You guys at the stream. Everyone except for a couple people that are in the stream right now, like you, Dangshaw, like you were in the stream, and Osmark was in the stream. But everyone here, you guys saw how much fun I was having playing the Warhawk stages, and you heard all the compliments I've been giving to Sega about this game, and you guys even heard me say, "What happened to Sega? Like, what happened to this gameplay? What happened? What happened?" Like, it's only been 10 years, and look how bad they're doing now. It's not bad, but it's like look how like much they downgraded in 10 years. Like
Yes.
there's games made 10 years ago that are better than this. Like I can name, I know it's Mario, but I can name like 10 Mario games that are better than Forces, which is kind of sad. Like because there's not nearly as much games better than Sonic Unleashed. There's not nearly much better Mario games than Sonic Unleashed. Sonic, I like okay, I can say Super Mario Galaxy 1 is better than Sonic Unleashed because I had more fun with it. I mean that's biased, I guess, but I mean more biased than like factual. But
I think
okay, let's go out my biased opinion. I think Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 is better than Unleashed because I have more fun with it. And I think uh now that Mario Odyssey's out, I haven't played it, but I seen it and it looks clean. I'm not gonna say it's better because I haven't played it yet, but I think I'll be going to like Mario Odyssey better than Unleashed side. But Unleashed is still an amazing game. It's still an amazing game. I say Unleashed is better than every 2D Mario game ever created, and it's better than
I
um
really don't like 2D Mario games. Like I don't know. That's just a personal thing.
and then it's better than 3D Land and World. I can give them that.
You said what again? Then better than what?
Sonic Unleashed is better than 3D Land and 3D World.
Oh, 3D Land. Yeah, definitely. I like Unleashed. See, okay, I'm a little sad about Unleashed, like how fast the boost stages are, like how fast they are, and how long the Werewolf ones by comparison. But I still think the Werewolf stages by themselves are good, and the modern stages by themselves are good.
You
It's
know,
just like
like
they're like a little too fast for me.
and like
Like
I was
they're
playing
also
I was playing True Nine, and I just I was paying attention to this area. It had three pathways. One pathway was on the east side, or like it was on the east side of the like that big Chinese like place. That was that. What did they call those things?
Chinese Dragon.
No, not a Chinese dragon. It was like a big building. Okay, let's just say
Oh,
building.
big building. Okay.
Let's just say building. There was like a path going inside the building that was in the middle. We have to like homing attack to and go in like some rings to get to. There was another one where you had the homing attack to, and there was a main path going on the other side, like the side of it. And like, what
I
happens
don't.
to stuff like that? There's three pathways you can go that will meet up, and the level's still not done. Like, you
My
spend like
main.
you spend like a nice 3 minutes on that stage, and now like forces you only spend like a minute or less than a minute on the stage, which is like,
My main problem with the Wii one is that you can't hold down the boost, and it's just
yeah.
like a huge burst of speed. Cause like that way, that means that you kind of just can't run on water, like while boosting.
Yeah, they could have added yeah, they could have added that. They could have like, okay, push the A button or something. Like, cause
Right, but
what was the A button mapped to? There's nothing mapped to the A button. So it's like, but like, yeah, like I wish Forces was like this. Like, what happened to all these good levels? What happened to these good level designers? What happened to all this development time? What happened to like what happened to
uh,
everything? Like,
they rushed the game because they wanted it to come out the same year as Mania to have hype. Like, we're gonna have Mania release for the classic fans, and we're gonna have this release for the modern fans.
and
Forces.
I think they have Christmas in mind too. They wanted to get out before the holidays.
Oh
So I
yeah,
was like,
definitely.
yeah, like so people can. Yes, I think they did that so they can put out these DLC before holidays. But like, it's just sad. Like, I wish they just did better with Forces. Rise lyrics sucked, but even it had good ideas weren't properly handled. Do you think Rise lyric had good ideas? Because that's what X Site says.
I like the concept of it in the sense that like there's multiple characters that you have to use to go to different places. For example, Knuckles has to go to a certain place by climbing. But like, they could probably elaborate on that by like allowing him to glide or like punch through things and stuff. But it's, that's kind of his thing there. But my problem is just that Rise of Lyric is just plainly a bad game. But the concept of changing your characters, similar to like Heroes, I like that. I love that.
Exactly, and X Site said. And speaking of which, all of the Boom games let you play with Sonic friends. Unlike Sonic Forces, where you only play with three characters. Even like the big red button like did better on like play styles. Not like getting like technical with the play styles. They did better with the game play styles. I
With like the
guess.
diversity.
Yeah. Like I guess Forces. I guess the Sonic team. I think what they're doing. I think they're trying to rebuild a new Sonic team. That's I think they were trying to do. Because like look at the level that they have.
Yeah.
You can look at the credits. There's only two level designers. There was barely like there was barely anything done with the game. Like
I mean, they did once again. They did like rush the game because most of their time was spent at making the new engine. But like that's still like once again like that's just not an excuse. Just wait for next year. Like
and
Odyssey did. Odyssey waited. Like Odyssey didn't care. Like I mean, sorry, the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch didn't care about the holidays. It's like we're not gonna rush this console. We're gonna wait. Nintendo knows how to do that. Whereas Sega is like, they're just trying to look for the most profit, which that's not the right way to go. Like that's just
exactly,
dumb.
the better your games are, the more profit you're gonna get from it. Like
Right. So
better
stop trying
profit
to
you're gonna
take
get
the
from it.
cheap way out.
Exactly, put effort into the stuff you do. Like you're not gonna get anything good if you just rush. Like that's like a regular life skill. You need to work hard to like get what you want. Like and they're not working hard. And I guess they kind of are working hard with the like engine and stuff, but like they're not working hard enough to like a Nintendo level or like what's another company? Um, a Sony.
Yeah, I can see that, but like I don't know, man. It's just I wish they like just put more time. Like not like they just put more time into it. They don't necessarily have to work harder, but just work more. Like just that way you can get the game out later, but you can get more in the game.
Yeah, and like
You know?
trying to get it the same like, year as Mania is like a terrible excuse because first of all, like Classic Sonic doesn't even like have a purpose in the game. So what was the point of like trying to get the game out on the same year just because of the of Classic Sonic? It makes no sense. Sega Sega Japan and Sega America don't really see eye to eye. Exactly. They like okay, for big events like gaming like games coming out, I see eye to eye. I mean they see eye to eye. But it's like they need to see more eye to eye. Because like I can't believe they let that Sonic T-shirt like go through. Like, cause the Sega America they asked about it, and I can't believe the Sega of Japan, Japan actually let that go, like let that slide.
I think that was funny though. I think that was really
Like the
cool.
Sonic T-shirts, like I can't believe they
Yeah.
actually let that like slide. Cause you know how it's like I don't know. It's just we need better games, Sonic games. Like okay, even PK Sparks didn't did, he set up a stream, he set up his thumbnail and everything for the stream. He didn't play it because of what he heard about it. Even people
Yeah.
like and that's like annoying too. It's like because like I think the game is decent. I don't think it's just bad. I think it's decent. But like
Right, but everyone complains about it way too much, and they're just like, "Oh, well,
well it's a bad
I guess I
game,
don't
so
want to play this game." Right? Yeah,
yeah.
it's like it's a bad game. It's like, no, it's not. It's just everyone hates it for some
Yeah.
reason. And it's just like,
And PK Sparks is a Mario fan. He doesn't really play much Sonic, so he wouldn't be like really complain about it. I mean, he played Mania. He didn't even do all of it. He just played a blind, not blind, a really shallow gameplay of it. And I'm not really like to talk about the YouTubers, so let's stop talking about him. But
All
like,
right.
but like PS Sparks, people like him. Just like that's just like, that's one example. There's like billions of people out there that like actually like didn't buy the game because of what they heard. And like we have companies like IGN that just hate on Sonic for no reason.
Right.
And
Like
like
they said, have you seen that one clip of IGN where they were like,
Sonic was
I
never
think we
good.
just gotta admit that this franchise, Sonic, is just never been good. I was like, y'all gave Sonic the Hedgehog 4 a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
And you say,
okay, and you said the game. You said Sonic the Hedgehog has never been good. Okay, we have Sonic One, Sonic Two, Sonic Three, Sonic Adventure One, Sonic Adventure Two. We have Sonic Heroes. We have Sonic Unleashed. We have Sonic Generations. We have Sonic Colors.
Sonic, yeah,
We have Sonic in the Black Knight, which is better than Sonic in the Lost Ring,
in the Secret
Let's
Rings.
Secret Rings. I mean,
We have,
um,
in the best game of all, Sonic 06. Like, come
yeah. Of course,
on.
can't leave that out.
But,
Exactly.
it's not,
Even Kobana Money 456. He's the biggest Sonic fan on YouTube, and even he felt disappointed.
yo, I feel, okay, what if, Mario had a, what do you think would happen if Nintendo had something like Sonic 06 with Mario? Like, just a completely broken game that was, like, barely functional, and it just didn't work.
I think it will get the same treatment as Sonic 06. Except
I think
there's
it,
gonna be
I think it,
except Nintendo fans are gonna give Nintendo mercy instead
yeah,
of
they'd be like, oh, it's just an
it's
accident.
just
But
accident.
Sonic, no,
Everyone
Sonic did that on purpose. But oh no, it was just an accident.
no like this. These are Sonic fans. We get a bad game. Oh, this game sucks. 0 out of 10. Mediocre. Bad. You don't do this ever again. Trash. And this is Nintendo fans. Oh, we made a bad game. Everyone makes mistakes. We couldn't have
Right.
exactly we couldn't have we couldn't have a streak of good games. The game's not bad. I mean, has like a lot of glitches on every level, but I mean, it's not that bad. I mean,
It works. It's
exactly it
functional.
works exactly
Right. It's just it's so annoying because like it's really true. It's ridiculous.
exactly.
Like I've okay, like yeah, but
And another thing that made me mad is that now looking back at my theories and stuff about forces, I really think I should delete all those videos because even though they're theories, not one of the theories came close to like what actually came out.
well because well, I mean
It's
it's more
because the
so
game,
like what you want to happen rather than what you think is actually like
no, I mean
gonna
like, because I made a hypersonic theory, but it turns out the emerald's not even in the game. Now that's just like, it's like dang,
right,
it's
and
like
it
you
was
think
gonna be
about
more
it.
powerful than the emeralds, and it's like okay, so like it gave some hope, but it was like nope, your double boost is stronger than supersonic, confirmed. It's like
and
what?
and you think about it, you go back in time and think
Half
about
the
it.
character doesn't even know the boost.
Exactly. And it's like you go back to time, you go back in time and think about it. It's like think about how much you wanted something, and you just didn't get. You got like, and like no, and it's not just me. It's not just one person. A lot of people wanted this, and like it's just they didn't give us it. And Sega knows. Sega America knows what we want, but Sega of Japan is just not listening. They just want to do what they want, like basically.
They want to do because it's like they want to do their own thing and they're gonna ignore America. It's a whole deal. And it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
They got Hooters out here like sponsoring and stuff. Like it's a bad game. As I say, it's not bad. I mean, compared to other Sonic games, it's bad. It's bad. Like compare Sonic
Sonic
Forces
is
to Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Forces is a
Sonic.
bad game compared to Sonic Unleashed. But like compared to like Lost World, I'll put Sonic Forces over Lost World.
I think Lost World and Forces are. I think okay. I'm still gonna argue that Lost World is a good Sonic game. And I think it's really good.
You think it's really good?
I think yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I think
Tell
it's
me.
I think it's like decent. I don't really think it's that
Yep.
good.
Tell me in the chat, y'all. Okay, y'all in the chat. Tell us if Sonic Lost World is good.
Silver Blood said so many people made really awesome theories on forces, but none of them were true.
Yeah, because they just basically because like there's so much evidence for one thing, and like because of how badly they advertised it, they were just like, oh well, none of that's true.
And it's like it's sad too because the fans come up with better stories than the actual company.
Right.
How do fans come up with better stuff than the company? Like Nintendo doesn't even listen to their fans, but Nintendo comes up with better stories than anybody. Think about it. Who would have thought of Mario throwing his cap at something? Who would have thought of that?
Yeah, like, you gotta think about
Nobody.
that.
Nobody thought of that.
Right.
Who would have thought? Oh, Mario um is going on a a, a wedding or something, and it's like Bowser interrupts it, and it's like he throws his cap at
No,
Mario, and he ends up in a weird cap
Bowser
world. And
Bowser kidnapped Peach and took her so that way he could marry her. Mario wasn't planning to marry her.
oh, I guess yeah, but I mean, what it was like Mario about, but like, who would have thought of Mario ending up in a cap world by Mario getting hit by Bowser's
Right.
cap?
Who would have thought of Mario using like anti-gravity and stuff like in
Exactly.
Galaxy? Like they actually come up with good ideas, whereas Force is just kind of like, uh, let's just let's just
It's
do our
just
own.
that typical Sonic game. Like you go fast, and then you get to the end of the level, and boom, then you're done with the level. And
Wow, fantastic! I hope you had a good time because that's 2 minutes and that's your exact same experience with every other level.
what happens to the
2 minutes.
file select? What happens to the save files in games?
I mean, I guess they don't have it with Odyssey either,
Yeah, they don't have an Odyssey either. Like, what happens to save files in games?
but that's a good point though. They kind of just disappear from the face of the video
How
gaming.
do I understand? How is Cuphead better than Forces? Cuphead wasn't Cuphead made by like one person
No, it was made
or
by
made by
two people.
like two
It
people?
was well mainly made by two people. It was two brothers.
Cuphead was made by two people. And how many years of development? Like 7 or something?
Like yeah, it was like six, I believe, but in total, but like or something like that, or like 6 to 4. But they released the information on it in like 2014, the first trailer.
There's two people that created a game versus a whole team at a professional company. And the two people make a better game than a whole professional company. Everybody in the company should just
Yo,
get
I
fired and just
like for
no.
real. I
I wish they
can't
just go
lie.
back in time and get Yuji Naka back.
I can't. Yeah, but for real, I can't lie. Sonic. What was it called? Cuphead is much better than Sonic Forces in
It's
every single way,
exactly.
shape, or form.
I haven't played it, but I heard the reviews. I saw the
It's
game.
incredible.
Exactly. And too bad I can't play it because it's not on the PS4 and my computer can't run games. So
Oh,
my
okay.
computer's like really weak. So because I have
Yeah,
a whole
it's
bunch of
only
stuff.
on Xbox One and PC.
Yeah.
And my PC can barely run it on the streams, as y'all could see. But
Yeah.
uh,
And it's like it's sad that how a whole team can just fail to two people. Imagine a Sonic game that was in development for like 8 years.
that would be incredible.
Amazing, amazing. It'd
But
probably
they just
be.
won't ever do it.
I know they're just not. They're lazy. Like, and I know like it's a professional company. No, one
They're
has
not
a.
necessarily lazy, right? They're just like they have to release games.
I know like they had to like maybe release a good Sonic spin-off.
Yeah,
No
release
more
like like
Sonic
do some.
Riders. Sonic Riders. What happened to Sonic Riders? That was a good series. What happened to I mean stop with the transform like stop with the racing transform. Sonic does not need a car. I mean it's a spin-off, but he doesn't need a car. He also
I
doesn't
liked
need
the
a.
game though.
I
That
know
game was good.
it was fun, but like it started getting like old and stuff.
I guess.
Started getting old, and like we need new. Sonic Shuffle was bad. It was a Mario Party
Oh yeah, no, that was
knockoff.
the worst Mario Party ripoff they could have made.
Um, we need a game where like we need spin-offs. Like we just need something that fills in the gaps in like the development of like we need a part of the team developing this one game, and we need another part of the team developing um spin-offs that can fill in the gaps of the years that no um main games are coming out. So like, he said Sonic Extreme. Where is we? Do you know what they should do? They should
What?
go. They should go back and like get like the story in Sonic Extreme and make a remastered version of it and actually come out with Sonic Extreme. Because you know like how
Yo,
Sonic Extreme
yeah,
wasn't.
Sonic Extreme should actually come out because that
Yeah,
I've heard about that. Like actually potentially being like that was gonna be like the first 3D Sonic game, right?
yeah,
Or at least like in a
yeah.
way.
That,
So
that, that
like
was
that
gonna
would have
be.
been cool to see.
Yeah, they could also make a Generation Two. Like, no,
I feel
do you know what do
I
you know
feel
what is sad? Do you know what's
what
sad?
I
To
feel like it's
me,
too recent to make a Generations 2.
to me, none of the levels and forces are worthy of coming back in the Generations game. None of them weren't iconic. None of them were iconic. I mean, iconic.
Sunset
All of them.
Heights was okay, but it's like kind of like
It's
Crisis
short.
City.
It's short too. Like you know how you saw the
Well, you
length
know,
of
like
the
how
level.
like Generations, like they did all of Planet Wisp's acts, together, kind of
Yeah,
in a way.
and then
So
the
they
level.
couldn't do that with like Sunset Heights or like the forest or whatever.
Yeah, which
Like
made the longest level in the game. Some people take like 5-6 minutes to beat that level, but
I
as
mean,
in Sonic
they
Forces,
could obviously make it shorter, but like I mean, like they could
and
still like do something like that.
and I don't know how you're gonna make Sunset Heights longer. I don't how you gonna make Sonic how you gonna make Sunset
You
Heights
can
longer.
like mix in multiple like more of the acts, I
I
guess.
mean, there's no acts though. There's only one level. I mean, I guess
No,
there's
there's
like
like
I guess there's like the custom hero part.
there's glass. I mean, there's the classic
No,
one too.
no. I think they could add more 3D. Like they could add a whole different area. I think they could do that.
Here's one suggestion I have personally. Um, stop adding Green Hill.
Yeah, yeah. Stop adding Green Hill. Why does Green Hill keep coming? I think as a person who like grew up with Sonic, I think they would think, okay, Green Hill is a cool stage. I don't think it's gonna come back ever again.
Right, I
Get
think
Sonic two. Get
it
Sonic
made
two.
sense in Mania because it's a classic game. It's trying to go
Exactly.
back to the roots. It makes sense.
It made sense in
Generations.
Generations
It makes
because
sense because it's the anniversary. Okay, it makes sense. Forces. There's no plot reason why it's there.
it's just there just for a starting stage. They can't think of something. They can't think of something
They
original.
could have used Emerald Hill. They could have used anything. They
There's
could have
just
used
so
any
many.
stage.
They could have used Angel Island,
They literally could have called it Sand Hill, and I would have been fine with it. But they had to call it Green Hill just because.
and
Oh,
it's called
Green
Lost
Hill.
Valley. And okay, let's not make him think. Okay, it's Green Hill. It's just regular. Let's put in Lost Valley. Lost Valley.
Right. Lost Valley. Sounds so much different.
And then like they just can't think of anything original. It's like and like games like SA2 too. Like when you is it in SA2 where you like beat everything you want.
Yeah, you get all 180 emblems, and you get the Green Hill Zone.
Yeah, and like
And
that's
it's like, that's cool because
okay. Yeah, you have to
it's an
unlock it.
anniversary title, so it
Yeah,
makes sense.
but it's still bad because like you will expect something better than a Green Hill for like getting
I
all
mean,
the emblems. But I mean
it's not
it.
intention.
But
Like you don't have to complete the game. That's your choice.
exactly.
So it makes sense in that regard. But
But I mean, games like this Lost World too. I mean, they tried to like cover Lost World up with like the Hex World. You know, it's still is in reality it's still Green Hill.
I mean, no, I mean, no, it's different. I think it's different enough.
I mean, but it's still like inspired off Green Hill. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
like
I mean, a lot of the first stages are, and there's a reason for that, which is like to show like, hey, Eggman hasn't done anything to the world yet. It's okay. It's like perfectly cool and neutral. And then later they're like, oh, well now it's starting to get more evil and robotic, or like more evil and lava-y or whatever.
I guess
So
like in Sonic 2 you start at like Emerald Hill, but then like you go straight to a chemical plant. I mean, and then you go to like what's the stage after that? Like Mystic Cave or something, right?
no, the next stage is a casino night.
Yeah, Casino Night, and then like you're already in
And
the
then
city, but then you go to
no,
like
it's Aqua Ruin or
yeah,
whatever.
Aqua. Yeah, the like that state. But then like you go there and then you go back to like a oil ocean. You go back. It's like a industrial
No,
area. It makes no sense.
after that it's Hilltop. Then after
No,
that it's
after
Mystic
the
Cave.
hilltop, then is Mystic Cave, then is oil ocean, and then
Yeah,
it's
Metropolis.
Metropolis, and then
And then
it's a
it's
sky chase, and
Sky
then
Chase.
it's was
Then
it a
it's that
death
one
egg?
airplane level. I mean, the one airport level. Whatever the airship level. That one.
I think that's what all games though. Like if you think about it, that's what
You
Mario
know, like the
too.
last level is like the most like robotic or like the most to do with evil stuff, and
Yeah,
then
the first level is like always happy, just a green, like like just happy everything, and it's like the end of it is just all sad and bad and everything. It's just like I think that's what every game.
right. Yeah,
But
and
they
I'm cool with it always being green or whatever. That's fine with me. The
just don't make
problem
it
I
look like
have
Green
is when
Hill.
it's always the same stage, the exact same stage.
And it's
Like,
not even like original. It's like what they didn't even elaborate why there was sand in Green Hill.
yeah, what? Like, there was no reason for that. Literally just to make it slightly different. And I was like,
Exactly.
why?
At least tell us why there's sand in Green Hill. We all came up with theories. Oh, isn't it the alternate universe? It's just there because it's there. Just make it different.
Right. At least be like Emerald Hill, like for once. I don't know. I don't care at this point. Just make it different.
Yeah, man. Why is it always Green Hill? Why just bring back Emerald Hill or Angel Island? Where is 3D Angel Island? I really want to see a 3D Angel Island.
That'd be really tight.
Exactly. Like 3D Angel
3D
Island.
Angel would be incredible.
Exactly.
That's
Through
true.
3D Emerald Hill. 3D how about remade what is it? What's the stage called? In Sonic Adventure 1?
Sonic Adventure 1? Oh, that's dang it. It's Ocean Song, right? I think.
Wave Ocean.
Wait,
Or no,
Ocean.
not Wave
Wave
Ocean.
Ocean.
That's not Wave Ocean. No, that's in Sonic 06.
Oh, that's right.
What is it called? It's called I have my phone. I have it on my phone. I have it on my phone. Emerald Emerald Coast. That's what it was. Emerald Coast.
Oh yeah, not
Yeah,
yeah.
bring back that. Why not bring that
That would
back?
have been really cool to bring back actually.
Emerald Coast. I mean,
I actually really like this stage.
yeah, those are stages that are probably never gonna come back, which is sad. Excisus. I think Tails was one of the who's who spread the rumor about Sonic being dead.
I
Tails
heard a
was,
rumor about Tails being infinite. I'm not sure.
and then also them false advertising. They said someone's gonna die in the story.
No.
Who died? Okay,
Is infinite?
Infinite. But I mean, we all expected that. We all
Yeah.
expected. They got us thinking.
Oh
Oh,
no.
they
After
got
this class, no classic song went to
then
ruin.
die. He went
No
back to
one
his
died.
exactly. They got us thinking. Oh, an important character is gonna die in the story, but then nobody died.
It'd be cool if it'd actually be really cool if like Knuckles died or something like that, like for no
Exactly.
reason,
Like,
and then Sonic got mad, or
and he
like
like went
Sonic,
dark or something,
and then Sonic was like, "I'm going to avenge Knuckles," or something like
or
that.
like he went dark and just like destroyed everything.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be nice. But no, they couldn't be that. They couldn't be that smart. They had to be stupid. It's okay.
Oh, so Sega said was a joke. When they said that, because no, I thought they said Tails dying was a joke. I know the whole dying thing was a joke. I thought just Tails dying was a joke because I knew from the get go Tails dying was a joke because I knew Tails wasn't gonna die.
Right? Like,
You
how
know,
you
come
gonna
on,
get rid of Tails from Sonic? Like, no.
exactly. It was Silver Bullet was us inside who died. I thought it was just like the whole. I thought it was just a topic of Tails dying was which was a joke. I didn't know it was the whole topic of someone dying. It being a joke.
That's weird.
They need to stop joking. They need to stop joking about stuff.
Yeah, no, like
Like they're not even being
no.
serious. We're serious about what we want, and they're just not being serious. Like,
You want someone to die? Okay, well, Tails will die. It's like, okay, now I
uh,
know you're effing with me.
you know what's sad?
What
Sonic Boom TV show is more entertaining than Sonic Forces.
is more entertaining than Sonic Forces?
Yeah, it is. Like, come on,
I mean,
you can't lie. If you watch it and you like enjoying it, I like you like the show.
no, I like Sonic Forces. I mean, the Sonic Boom rather. The show. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that, but
especially the episodes of Shadow. It's like those episodes are good. And Sonic X was better too. Sonic X. They need to make a Sonic X game.
No,
Yes, not just not the Galaxy part. Like no, just like the main story.
no Chris Thorndike, please. I have nightmares.
No Crystal Knight.
Please.
No, I think if you if they enforces if you replace Tails with Chris, it will fit perfectly. It would because Tails was being like scared of chaos, and then Tails was like true that
He's
at the end of the
smart. He
until
really didn't do anything smart.
and Tails was like true
He was
that
trying to help Omega.
and Tails was cringy at the end. He was like true that at the end of the story. He was like.
Yeah, he was like, true dat. I was like, what? No,
So
because
like
I'm not sure
bad.
if you, I'm not sure if you remember, but my first playthrough, I didn't notice it. So like when I watched someone else's Let's Play, I think the Game Grumps, no, it was someone else. And like I saw true dat, I was like, are you kidding me? That's a part of the game. And I had to look back, and I was like, and the credit and like the game file, what you call it, the movie segment of Force, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, it totally is. That's
Um,
crazy.
Alex said same thing with the SATAM. What's that again? What is that again? What
The
was that?
Sad AM.
Yeah, SATAM.
The
That wasn't isn't that like the Sonic
that
CD
was
looking
that was the
like
Sonic.
animation?
That was the what you call it, the Adventures of Sonic, I think. Adventures with Sonic or something like that. I think
Yeah, I forgot what that was. But I like the Adventure
it was the
Sonic
one
better.
with the chicken robot and the grounder.
The Scratch and Grounder.
Yeah, yeah. I believe it's that one. I'm not sure if that was the right one I'm thinking of or whatever, but
We haven't finished talking about like the actual like meat of the game. Like we talk about the physics. Like
should we
we
have a second part of this? Because it's starting to get pretty big, like pretty
I,
long.
I mean yeah I guess I don't know.
I
But
mean,
like
you can
but like
continue if you want.
like we started talking about the I mean the physics, and then now we got to here. No, talk about Sad M.
Sadie.
But yeah, but I wish Force was better. I wish it was better. Um, what else could we talk about? I don't think we covered. I feel like I don't feel like we covered everything. Oh, classic. What is this stage called again? That classic Sonic stage. The last classic Sonic stage before the final battle. What's that called again?
uh,
With the auto scrolling 2D section.
the one where they had the auto scroll.
Yeah,
Oh, I have no
that's
idea.
not gaining away either. It's not, that was slick.
Oh,
That was slick. Now we're about to
yeah, that
bash
was
you.
slick.
We're about to roast you. We're about to bake on you.
We're about to break on you.
But
You're about to become brownies. So yeah.
but not but bro, what Sonic Team? What were you thinking? This is a Sonic game. You're supposed to be going fast. And I know. I'm complaining about like okay, you're supposed to be going fast, it's going too slow. But I know. But auto scroll? Are you kidding me?
Okay, no, those should never be in a Sonic game because you should
Auto
feel
scroll.
like you have control over your speed and how fast you go. But that doesn't feel like you have any control. It's just like, oh, I guess, like it's just it doesn't make sense.
And it's like you know those spinning things like you those circles.
Oh yeah, the ones that are like from Sonic One.
Yeah. You if you're like if okay if you're like about to get off screen and you're spinning on them, you will just like you will just fall down like as a wall, and it's like it's just it sucks like, and it's like what else? Um, you're trying to jump off the circle, and maybe the screen isn't like where you want it to be, and you jump too early and you fall off the stage because of that, and it's like. And it's really sometimes in some cases it's really hard to like control yourself on those circles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
Iron
shouldn't have
Fortress.
even
That's
been
what it's called. Iron
on the level.
Fortress.
Those shouldn't have even been on the level.
Yeah, and then like just also the speed shoes. You know how short the speed shoes were?
Yeah, the speech was like, and it's just like that's it.
It's
You
like
get
it
like
was like
five. You
it
get
was
like
like
5 seconds.
It was like it went
It's
back.
like right. You get like it's like if you like tapped the boost button for like a second. That's
Exactly.
basically what you
Or like tapped it for like a second and a half, and boom, that's it. All the speed you get. And I know why they did that. They're trying to keep it like, okay, we wanted to keep it short. No, I know why the speeches are short. It's because the levels are short.
get. I mean, yeah, but come on, man.
And I think the auto scroll was a terrible excuse for making the level like longer, like feel longer. I think it was a terrible excuse.
Yeah.
I think they tried to I think they tried to go around it. Like, okay, most of those are short.
You know what?
Let's add something to it
Classic
to make it
Sonic
long.
literally never used side scrolling except for the plane stages, and that made sense because like how the plane stages wouldn't be good if they weren't auto scroll.
Yeah, you just fly through all of it. I mean,
Right. So it makes sense that they're auto scroll to prevent you from going too fast. So it makes sense. But in every other case, it's just like why? Like there's no reason.
exactly. And it's like it's just the first time you ever seen. It's just the first time I ever seen an auto scroll in a Sonic game.
I
I don't think it is, but
when you
I feel
think
like it is.
about it, because like, well, I mean,
Like,
we're
but
talking
besides the
about like,
plane levels, you know.
I think so. Well, no. Sonic Lost World had it,
Oh yeah, Sonic Lost World had it.
and Sonic Colors, I think a bit. Maybe Sonic.
I bet I wasn't that a boss though. Oh no, that wasn't a boss. That wasn't a boss.
No. I'm talking about I'm talking about something different.
Now let's talk about the 2D. I made a video on this. I made a video on this. Okay, okay. Let me give them some props real quick. They do really good at the 2D section. Like you could agree with me. They do really good in the 2D sections.
In which game again?
Any game, like any Sonic game they made, they
They
do.
do pretty well in the 2D
But
sections.
they abuse that. They abuse
Yeah,
that
because they
power.
use them way too much.
And no, they use it
The
way too
whole
much.
point. No, okay. Look. The boost formula is meant for 3D because if you go too fast in 2D, then you're not gonna be able to see what's ahead of you.
Exactly.
So there's no point to it. So why would you have 2D in the boost formula sections if it's gonna last long? Like why?
Exactly. And then
It literally
it's like
negates the whole purpose of the boost formula.
it's like when the 3D section is about to escalate. It's like it feels like it's escalating. Okay, you're following. You're going down like a say network terminal. Network terminal is a good stage, but but like most of the 3D is just on rails. First of all, you barely get any boost.
Yeah, for real.
You barely get any boost, so you only boost for a little bit on the rails, and then you have to wait until you get to this 2D section, and then like the rest of those 2D basically. And it's like you have to wait on that too, because those that Mega Mac is coming down, and if you jump while it's going down, you're gonna go straight down and you die. And then another thing is that like you just barely get boost, and like I hate that. I know why they didn't do it because the levels are short, but why don't you start with a full gauge of boost like in Generations?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
Why don't you start with a full gauge of boost? I mean, there's no reason for it not to be a full gauge of boost when you start.
it just doesn't make sense. Like to me, I don't know. Like the boost management in that game is either way too much or way too little. And it's like I know the reason why is because you can't get it from the rings. Like you can't get boost from the
Exactly.
rings. And I guess the reason why is because we don't want you to boost the entire time. But
Because it's short
either for a
shortness.
section you either entirely boost or you don't boost at all. So it's not balanced where you have to conserve your boost or like it's like maybe use it sometimes or whatever. It's just like either use it all the time in this section or this level or use it never. And it's like it doesn't make sense. It's not really that well balanced.
The funny thing is that you don't even get a boost with spawn on the network terminal until you get like after that, until you get after the diving section.
Yeah, the main source is the enemies in that stage, and it's just like there's not made that too many enemies to kill.
Yeah, it's only two, and both way you go. Like if you go down Okay, if you go on the left rail, you get two enemies. If you go in the middle, you get two enemies. If you go on the right, you get no enemies.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. This game, like the
I know
base
it's
game
like,
of it sucks. It sucks.
and it's like the fact that and the map doesn't even portray what the stage is actually all about. Like network on the map, network terminal was on top of a mountain, but but in the actual level, it was on some water.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
it's real. The whole game is kind of just misleading everywhere.
And like okay, and another thing is like okay, you be in okay. Another thing is that and let me pull up on the map. Sonic Forces map. This doesn't make any sense. Sonic Forces map as
Are you showing the live stream it?
yeah, like okay, where's Sunset Heights? Sunset Heights and Park Avenue are on like two different places in the whole map. Do you notice that? Red
Them
Gate
two.
Bridge. Okay, y- so Sunset Heights and Park Avenue are both like they're two levels, both based on the same place. But the problem with that is that they're both on two different places in the map. You,
That's weird. I don't think I know what you're talking about, but that's weird. I don't think I noticed that.
let me pull up. Let me pull it up on Forces right now. Actually, I could pull it up right. Let's see. I wish there was a map picture of it. I wish there was a map picture because I had to. No, I'm not gonna be able to show you guys. Actually, I might be able to pull up one of my streams. Let me see. Because I did just stream earlier today. Yeah, look, I pulled up my stream. I'll pull up my stream. Uh,
Because like,
You know when your hands are covered in flour or ew, chicken gizzards, and you go to check the recipe and wait.
the setting. When did I play Sunset Heights? So I did play Sunset Heights. Yeah, here's Sunset Heights right here. I'm showing you guys the map.
alright, I'm gonna go on to the stream real quick.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Wait. But can you go? Can you go?
Let's
Like
see
super on
here.
bosses? I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't go super. All right, all right,
Uh,
all
that
right.
would be fun
That would be fun if you can go super on bosses. Okay, Sunset Heights is right here. Wait. Yeah, I can show you guys right here.
alright, I'm coming to the thing.
But can you go? Can you go like super on bosses? I don't think you can. Wait. You can't go super on.
So okay, so Sunset Heights is where?
If you can go super on bosses. Sunset Heights is right here. Park Avenue is right here, and they're both the same place. Like they're literally the same level, and they're two different places on the map.
That's really weird.
That makes no sense at all. That makes no sense at all. Like they're the same exact level. They just start in different places, but they're on different places of the map. Chat, does that make sense?
No, that's so odd. I never noticed that.
If maybe it was close together, it'll make more sense.
But like it's supposed to be one city, and yet they're like a tenth of the world away from each other.
Exactly. It's like a super New York City, big city.
It's a New York City, big city.
And then another thing is that Eggman said the generator was under Metropolis, but it looks like it was on top of the volcano, which makes no sense.
Yeah, that's just really.
And then how's your blue skies if the generator was supposed to be under Metropolis? It makes no sense. And how were you able to put a sun?
Metropolis exactly.
Exactly. How you supposed to how did you make a sun if Metropolis is supposed to be on top of it?
It makes no sense.
Exactly. They did not do good with the story, guys. Makes no sense. And then Luminous Forest and Casino Forest are in two different places. I know they're not the same level, but you know they're not that big. It's not that big of a place. You can see the scale of the world. that's actually on.
It's
You know the
supposed
city's
to
not
be
that big.
Earth, and yet one city is like what, a 20th of the entire world. Like I don't
Exactly.
believe that.
And even you can even look at what is it? Ghost Town. Ghost Town is far away from. It's still far away from Let me see. Ghost Town is really far away from it. I did play Ghost Town. Where's that?
Yes.
Where's Ghost Town at? Ghost Town sucks. Bad stage.
Now I'm not looking at the stream anymore because but yeah, that's still ridiculous.
All right, so let me see. I open right here. What's up, Sonic Ray L? Much leave a like, subscribe to DANKSHADOWXL75. We are talking about forces right now. We're gonna come to an end pretty soon here. But
Yeah.
in
Well,
this stream we've been talking about some like flaws forces had. Some things that.
should we have a part two explaining more,
Okay, we're
or
done
is
with
this
tag
gonna
team
be
then.
it?
I think should be it. I mean, there's nothing really we can talk about.
Yeah, I guess.
We really
Like we
we
already
got it
talked about
through
the
up.
gameplay and the what they should be doing
And
and
like
like
how
how
much
they should fix
stuff that
it.
makes sense. Like how much like they could have did better on stuff.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much this game could have been improved if they just spent another year on it,
Exactly. The story could have
or
been improved.
maybe even a few more months. I don't care. Just
You know
don't
what they
act
could have
like,
did?
oh, we have the minimal requirement for it to be a full game. I guess it works. No, that's not. No, that's not good.
I think what they could have did with the world map was okay. You have 5 locations. You have to unlock each location. We have 5 locations. One
Yeah,
location was the
maybe
chemical
like
plant.
you go to the level, like it says Sunset Heights, and then or like whatever, like Ruin City or whatever it's called, and then you have like a list in that level, like how many levels
Exactly.
are right.
Or like you have 5 areas. You have chemical plant. Okay, you don't have 5 areas. I don't know how many you have. You got Green Hill. You got
You
chemical
have like
plant.
6 or 7.
Yeah. Green Hill, chemical plant, Death Egg, uh, Park Avenue,
Metropolis.
Metropolis, Mystic Forest, um, and then the uh, Eggman's generator. You have 7 areas, I think. Is that it? 7 areas.
I think so.
7 areas. You could select one of the areas. You zoom into that area, and you can select certain parts of the plate that area of the level, so it can make more sense. Because it doesn't make sense that the same place is 20 feet, not 20 feet, 20 like kilometers or what? I don't know,
Kilometers.
just 20
Like
kilometers away
miles.
from the other area.
No,
It makes no sense.
not even that. It'd be like 200. It's just
Exactly.
like that's just
Makes
not
no
how big
sense.
a city is.
Even a mile away. Why would there be the two of the same place a mile away from each other?
Right. And
Um,
then there's like 2 levels in the Sunset Heights that are like pretty much the exact same. Like one of them being the Avatar, the other one being like the Sonic level. They're like, really similar level design wise and like how they're made, and
un-
yet it's like they're still far away from each other. I don't
exactly.
understand.
Another way they false advertised was, and to like pander to the adventure fans, was that SBO actually um mentioned Seaside Hill, but Seaside Hill was in the game.
Yeah, he was like, "We're in Seaside Hill," and
It's
it's
like
like,
it's like it's
"Oh
like
yeah,
it's
we could
like
be playing at Seaside Hill. That'd be dope." And then they were like, "Nope, we
and
disagree."
he said he was like it was like some forces or something, some like what is it, some like soldier, some bases in Seaside Hill or like something, and it's like Seaside Hill wasn't even in the game. That sucks. Cause look how look at the graphics in this game. The graphics are amazing. Imagine how
That's one of the best parts of the game is the graphics.
imagine how good Seaside Hill will look.
Oh,
Regardless
beautiful.
regardless of the stage length. Look how just think of how good Seaside Hill will look.
Trust me.
Imagine this game in Unreal Engine. I heard that there was a game that's gonna be running on Unreal Engine. I forgot what it was. I think it was Kingdom Hearts or something. But bro, they keep false advertising. They need to stop this.
For real.
They need to stop this. Seaside Hill was scrapped along with Sky Sanctuary.
Yeah, Sky Sanctuary. I don't remember that being a part of the game because like in Sonic Forces Speed Battle on
Yeah,
mobile, you actually were able to play and see
yeah.
Sky Sanctuary.
They might be making for DLC. I don't. Okay, that's another thing. They're relying too much on the power of making DLC. Okay, add
Yeah.
it. Okay, like okay, okay. It's like oh, okay, we're about to make a game. If we forget something, okay, let's just add as a DLC. You don't have to worry about it. No, you have to remember it and put it in the game.
Right. Or no. Or you'll I don't know spend more time on the game itself so that way you can have the full game
Exactly.
rather than just DLC with it. Like it doesn't make sense.
I know. Sonic Forces already has 4 add-ons, and it's only been out for like a month. So it's like, how is a game?
Yes.
How does a game already have Mario Odyssey's been out for how many? Like close to 2 months, and it has no add-ons to it, right? It has
Then
no
again,
add-ons.
Mario games usually don't have add-ons, but
Yeah,
I see
but
your point.
and then Legend of Zelda only has 1 add-on, and it's been out for like almost the whole year. No, not close to. But I mean, how many months? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Been out for 10 months, and is now coming out with DLC.
Right, and it's like good DLC too. It's
I
like
know it's
really
really
good
good,
detail, and so I. There's a lot in there.
and it came out
One of
as
the
when it.
DLCs that Sonic had was Sonic T-shirts, and I was like, okay, I'm cool with that.
No,
That's
it's
that's
not
okay.
needed, cause like, what's the point of having a Sonic T-shirt just to showcase it? Nobody's gonna
Like no one's gonna
after you
no one's
finish
gonna
Sonic
use it,
Forces.
but
After you finish Sonic
I'm
Forces, there's
cool with
nothing
it,
else to
but no
do.
one's gonna use it.
Like after you finish Sonic Forces, there's nothing else to do, and that's another thing. There's no post content. There's nothing you can do after except for getting the collectibles. There's no extra levels. There's no
For
extra
beating all the
missions.
missions.
Exactly. There's no extra like missions or anything like levels missions. Like there's not even extra missions. There's just missions they give you and they get the base game. There's no extra missions or anything. It's
Yeah,
like
like and the missions, a lot of them are like competitive. Like literally, 21 of them are try out each of the Wispins and then use them defeat 3 enemies and 5 enemies with one use of the weapon respectively
and then
each one,
and then
and that's
other
it
and the other ones are like, oh, use the spin dash to defeat this X amount of enemies. Use
in this level.
do a stomp while doing an air boost in this level. They're really lazy missions. When I was doing my video on analysis on the trophies, I really thought these missions were gonna be extra levels. I really thought they were gonna be special stages and everything, emeralds and everything. It just turns out to be lousy, just I guess regular extra stuff, and it's not like nothing really like to it. It's like I barely spent any time on it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just they really should have had like should have had the EX stages and the secret stages, but like those are already just like like little challenges. I'm cool with that. I like that. It's just they should have had more of that.
Exactly.
It's just they should have.
Let's see. Yeah, I almost forgot about post content because I was about to end the stream without saying talk about post content. Is there anything else? I need to think.
Uh, let's see. No, I can't really think of much.
Yeah, I can't because last time we didn't think of anything, but we forgot about post content. So what else can we think of? I know there's more stuff. I know there's billions of things we can talk about, but it's like it's not coming to our minds right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Difficulty.
okay, why would you have a hard? Okay, I already mentioned this before, but when you were talking about the springs and stuff, like and all the help and
Yeah,
all those hints. What it should have been is like normal mode is the hints and the extra help like with the springs and stuff. Because the normal mode is supposed to be like for people who've never played a Sonic game before. So
yeah,
like okay, I can respect that. Have no have some hints, have some help. Maybe give them a little more enemies or boost than they would normally have. Stuff like that.
yeah.
Small changes like that. And then have for hard take away all that stuff. Take away the hints. Take away all that
You
stuff
lose
because
all
we
your
already know how to
rings.
boost.
You lose every one of your rings. You don't get them back, and you still get your rings back. in hard mode. We all thought we lose the rings and they will never come back.
Yeah, that'd actually be like a good design choice, but no, they couldn't. They couldn't think of that.
Yeah, normal mode really isn't a difference. There's not really a difference. I mean, hard mode is easy as is. It's
Yeah,
like
hard mode is only like the rings, and that's it.
exactly.
And even then, that's still not that hard. That's normal mode, and the other mode's easy.
Yeah, I think easy. I think hard mode should be like you get hit, you lose all your rings, you don't get them back. You get super short boost gauge. Uh, what else? What else?
Not super short, but like short.
Not short. Not super short. That's shorter. Uh, you lose boost a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Um,
Like just that way you can't like barrage through the game.
yeah.
Extra fast.
Uh, enemies will be enemies just shoot more like things at you. That's another thing. Enemies, they're just there just to be there.
Just as boost fodder.
Exactly,
Just as boost fodder.
just to be there, and just
Literally
to
just
and
boost.
they're there for level design to get to places and levels, or just for boosts. They're not there for difficulty at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
they're really just there rather than obstacles. They're there as like tools.
yeah. X Life just said more hazards in hard mode. Yes, add more hazards. Spikes, more spikes everywhere. There's like lava. There's like fire things. Where 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 are the fire things? Like the regular song. Those like those things that like those holes in the wall that blow out fire and ice and stuff in Sonic Unleashed. Where were
I don't
those
think
at?
so.
Where were those at? I mean, add those like more spikes, more like enemies, a harder like more difficult enemy placement. Um, really feel like they didn't put much heart into the game. I feel like they just made it just to get something out this year.
Yeah, I really do because yeah, I do too because the thing is, oh my god, the thing is that like I said, they could have easily put more time into the game, but no, they clearly wanted to have something released for Mania, to be like, hey, we're trying to help y'all classic, y'all modern fans out too. So they made forces, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm cool with that. But they made it so lazily. I feel like it was literally there just to be there.
Exactly,
So
it's just to get something out, just add to your library. But yeah, is there anything else you need to talk about?
I don't
Let's see.
think so.
Let me think before like I end the stream. Before like, let me think before I end the stream.
Y'all tell us if there's anything that we haven't said.
Yeah, like we talk about the difficulty. We talk about mostly the difficulty, the amount of time spent on the game. Um, talked about
The game itself is pretty darn short as well.
yeah, talk about the length. We talk about like story and like plot holes and stuff. Talked about what we wanted basically. Well, you didn't really talk about what you wanted. Like I talked about what I wanted.
Uh, I really want Supersonic to be more powerful, and because okay, and I also want rings to drain just a bit faster, not that much faster like in Generations, because I was ridiculously fast, but at least just to make it so it's not like it's gonna last forever because how many rings are in the stages. It's gonna last you actually have to try and beat the stage fast in order to keep it up. Because with the classic games, that's kind of what you had to do. Because they were really big and they didn't have a bunch of rings everywhere. So you had to specifically look for rings to keep Supersonic active.
Yeah,
Whereas in this game, it's just oh, well, once you activate Supersonic, you basically get invincibility for the whole stage,
yeah,
which
like
makes it even shorter, and then it's just even more pointless.
yeah,
So I don't know. I feel like Supersonic is really just useless in the game, and it shouldn't feel like that. It should feel
exactly.
like he's overpowered and I need to unlock him. But no, I just need to download a DLC and now I have Supersonic.
Yeah, like can't you just download the DLC and play the level and then like
Yeah,
replay it, just get
but
an S rank
in
real quick?
the
Like,
actual game, if you're playing for the first time, you can just choose Supersonic, I guess, or maybe you have to beat the stage
no, you have
first.
to be the. I mean, but like if you want to get an S rank, if you want to get all S ranks, you can just You beat the
Yeah,
stage, you
you
go
could
back
use
to it,
Supersonic,
and you supersonic to get
which
it.
is
Exactly.
even more bull because like I did
We
this before Supersonic. I completed the whole game before Supersonic. So
exactly. I didn't complete the whole thing, but I got all S ranks and all the collectibles without him. And it's like,
yeah, but I could just go Supersonic and be like, oh, I'm gonna get an S rank like that without trying.
hey,
Hey,
someone in the chat mentioned we forgot about the character options, like the custom character options. How we think
oh,
our thoughts on that?
those actually, I think the custom character. I heard a lot of people say custom character is the best part of the game. I could disagree, but
I think I
it's
think I think
definitely
uh I think it was a really good part.
it was one of the best parts, but it wasn't the best part. I think.
The
I don't know.
one thing that kind of made me mad about the custom hero is that you like okay, like you couldn't change the body type. Everyone's body type had to be the same. Um, like yeah, you had to change. You couldn't like put your body type. There wasn't that many like hair choices either. Like my character has like a spine. Like the character I drew has a spine on the front of his head going down,
Yeah, it
and
doesn't
it's
have the
really
most options, but
yeah.
it still
It's
has
still
a
like
lot of it still has
yeah
plenty of options.
yeah. And then another thing is they're talking about the Wispons. Yeah, where was the rocket Wispon? Where was the spike Wispon? Those were good Wispons.
Yeah, those would have been good because like the spike one would have replaced the drill one because the drill was misleading. It was like, oh, we're gonna dig underground.
Yeah, but we're
No,
not even digging on the ground. We're
we're
just
just doing the
digging
surface.
halfway into the surface, and yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool because you could like 'cause in the bosses you can like drill back at the boss when they're trying to like drill at you, and like you can
Yeah,
still get it. But I mean that's the only
not
really the
not
only
the
cool
wisp
thing.
power itself, but
Yeah, but I mean yeah, I mean I guess the boost power is, as a drill is kind of cool too because you can stick to the wall. But I mean that's
that's
like the
really
only thing
good.
you can
Like
do.
it should have been the spike wisp. I felt
Yeah, and then
if it was gonna be like
and then
that.
the rocket wisp they could have like did instead of the burst wisp they could have did the rocket wisp where you could just go up like or like they could have built the rocket wisp around the levels like or they could have built the levels around the rocket wisp or like you got to go up somewhere like a planet wisp in generations where
Like
you had to
I
use it.
feel like that there could have been so much potential, like with like Sonic Colors. You know how you can take alternate routes, right? Depending on the wisp that you're using.
Yeah,
They could have
like
done that with this game. Like oh,
in generations there's like do those part with the carts and like you have to jump up and there was like you have to get a wisp earlier in the stage and you have to and there's a ring path going up for you to use a rocket. And if you don't have a rocket, you can't go up there. And if you do, you can't. That like stuff like that.
yeah, like just little alternate pathways like that that just change the game a little bit that make it more fun.
And someone said the laser too. I think the laser was kind of like the lightning, but I mean, you know,
The laser, yeah, I mean the laser could have been like a straightforward shot to into diamonds like in the Sonic Colors games, but and the other Wisp games, but yeah, I like that. Bleh, I'm sorry, I can't speak. But yeah, I don't know. The laser wisp didn't need to be in there. Which since it isn't, I'm cool with that. But you know, like the drill wisp was the most unnecessary one. That was the worst one
and
because it had no
and
purpose.
and I hate that we got a good wisp after we beat the whole game. Like
Yeah,
we got
because
the void wisp. The void wisp is like the best, most overpowered wisp, but you don't get it until like you beat the whole game.
I think that's good though because then it make the game way too
I mean,
easy.
gas kind of makes it easy. I mean,
But like
but what's the? But I
you
mean,
could
like you're
use
done with the
you could
game.
use
You're not gonna
flame
never
wisp
use it.
and it's still easier.
I guess, yeah. And like the like with the infinite boss, infinite uh the I think the best boss in the game was probably the infinite um custom hero boss in
Yeah, because it's
Metropolis. Because there was the one thing they did good. Let's talk about something good. One thing they did good with the bosses was have an expanded amount of ways to like hit or damage the boss. Like you can use any respawn. You can use it any way. You can like
with the
use
exception of
Sonic.
the void.
Yeah. Like you can use your flamethrower at infinite. You can use your electric whip at him. You could use the drill
Oh,
to
you
drill
can
back at
homie
him.
attack him if you desire.
Yeah, and like for the final boss, you can either homie attack his. You can homie attack his fist. You can homie attack the core. You can like use the flamethrower at the core of the fist. You can like use his. You can use a lot of stuff, and it's like a lot of ways to do it. That's something good. And I wish they implemented that to every level because the levels aren't like that. Like there's levels that you can only get something from using this one wisp. It's just kind of like just
I think
annoying.
it's good though, cause like it kind of like adds diversity to the levels. It's like, oh well, if you have this wisp, you can go here, but if you have this wisp, you can go there. I like that. But
And I
then
guess it
also
kind of
it
like,
gets better.
but like yeah, that's good. I mean, that's forcing on replay value. I guess. I guess.
You don't have to. You don't have to replay it. Like unless you want to complete the game.
Sonic Forces replay values are gonna be terrible. Nobody's
Sonic
gonna.
forces me to complete it. Sonic forces me to replay it.
Yeah, but for real, I don't think Sonic Forces is gonna have a good replay value. I think
What
after
mode?
replay value.
It has some to the extent where like but like I mainly wanted to complete it because
Yeah, maybe for
I
like
kind
a
of made a promise. I made a promise to myself. I made a bet to myself actually. I mean, where like that I would complete every Sonic game until 2020. Because I felt like it, and I completed Mania, and then I completed Forces, and I was like, God, I just I shouldn't have done that.
yeah,
This
but
game is
like
way too long.
yeah, but
But I
like
still did it all on camera. Well, most of it on camera. I had to take some of it off because I was like, well, I had to do some of it off because I was gonna take forever. But then,
yeah, but like a lot of people aren't gonna be like that. Like a lot of people aren't just gonna just play a game just to get achievements, and like
yeah,
and it's like a lot of people are just like not gonna do that, and it's like the only genuine reason why I think there will be a replay of Sonic Forces is because for
speed run
a
maybe.
speed run or I mean another a replay like a let's play for your viewers or something. Like not just because you want to enjoy it. Like no, I don't think much people are just gonna replay Silent Forces because they enjoy it. Like it's not gonna be like a Generations where I'm willing to go back in Generations any day, any time, play again. Like same thing with Unleash. I'll play Unleash anytime I want, and I want just because I'm wanting to play because it's fun. I don't think that I think Sonic Forces is gonna be the first game that I just don't play again because like I don't have that much fun with it. I might play a couple levels again, like Sunset Heights and Mortar Canyon, but I'm not gonna play the whole game again. Like
Yeah, I mean like I don't know. I just don't. I don't see me replaying this game either, especially after completing it. It's really kind of like made me lose my appetite for the game. But I will say that I had fun while I was playing it. I
yeah.
guess that's enough for me. So
And now people are like, and as people said, like, okay, we should have like episode silver and stuff. At this point, I feel like we shouldn't have it on here. I think we should just have a dedicated game to silver or like a dedicated
yeah,
game
we should have
to
had like a
anything.
whole game rather than just an episode. Like that just make it feel like it was yo. I feel like it just feel like oh they're just using the same concept as episode Shadow but for a different character. So it feel less original than like a whole game.
Yeah,
So
that's why I make a silver video. But I mean, I think this is it for the stream.
all right,
We
yeah,
covered a lot of stuff. We don't really have to cover everything. We covered like the main points, the main meat of like the bad things about Sonic. We gave and like as we said in the beginning of the stream, we gave out the good things too.
yeah,
It
but
wasn't all bad, but I mean
it was mostly. I mean, if it's a rant, then I guess
yeah, it
it's
has
okay to
like
be mostly bad.
yeah, but yeah that we me and Dan Shadow, we were really like we were playing this for a while, like for
Yeah,
almost the whole month, or almost the whole month. Like we weren't planning it, but like we were talking about forces as we were playing together. And I was like, oh, I came up with the idea, like, oh, let's do a stream on this. This would be nice for a stream. And
yeah,
and
yeah.
you guys in the chat had good points too. And it's like that's nice. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this stream, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to DANKSHADOWXL75. Great content.
Shut up.
Um
I haven't
uh
uploaded in a while.
yeah, he hasn't
But I
uploaded.
will. I will start uploading soon again because a lot of work has been happening recently. So yeah.
Yeah, he
But
does live streams, he does reactions. He doesn't do much reactions. Don't like ask him for reaction. Don't like just
yeah,
bombard
I'm not
him.
gonna
Don't
promise anything
yeah,
because
don't bombard him.
reactions are the longest thing to record
And
and the
like
most awkward.
and to me, reactions are like the worst thing to grow off of because people are just gonna keep asking you for other stuff. So like
Yeah, because it's just like I don't want to, because people constantly ask, if I became a reaction channel, people would constantly ask me to react to this, react to that, and I'd be like.
yeah
So yeah, I'm not a reaction channel, guys. I react every now and then, but I'm not a reaction channel.
yeah. But yeah, Vino Scratch, you just came at the wrong time. I'm about to end the stream. If you guys enjoyed this,
Oh dang.
Vino Scratch, we're gonna stream. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Subscribe,
I'm,
subscribe.
I'm actually
I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Are
I'm
you gonna
actually
stream?
getting over it. I'm actually good. Have you heard of
Oh
that
yeah,
game?
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna play that. That's
Have you
gonna
seen
just.
you've seen it?
Yeah, I seen it. That's gonna make me mad. Nah, I'm not playing.
Yo, okay, have you seen the whole game or like
I seen the whole game. I seen like someone get all the way to the top.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Cause I was about to say I got to the part where you're like, at the slide thing. And that's like basically as far as I've gone. And like
This
I'm just
dude, do you know the part where that like that red bar
that's
comes out of the mountain?
wait. Oh yeah, that's the like near the top. That's like no, I'm sorry. That's near
It's
right at the
it's
beginning.
it's before it's before the that
Sli-
little cave area.
Slide.
So
Yeah.
someone grabbed onto there and they went up too high and like they clipped their thingy on the top of the rock and they fell all the way back down. But
Man,
Marcy, I'm about to end now.
yeah.
So yeah, if you guys enjoy the stream, leave a like,
Subscribe to
subscribe,
RT. Subscribe to me. Yeah.
subscribe to DanKShadowXL75. Makes great content. You help us channel grow, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Y'all too. See you next time.